Right then, guys, we are officially up and running. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Chelsea versus Barcelona, the biggest game of pre-season so far in Japan. I'm in Amsterdam right now. It's a boiling hot day today. It's the start of a heat wave in Europe. So basically what we're working with is 35 degrees on the top of the boat, protecting. I'll show you exactly what we've got going on for us right now, for those of you that have just joined. So we've got the stream, we've got you guys in the chat there, we've got a pillow and my notebook. And yeah, this is where we're rolling with right now, which is pretty sick, to be honest. So obviously, I'll wait a little bit. We are now officially live, so we'll see how things go. I'm gonna put my wallet there, tilt you guys down ever so slightly. I hope it sounds okay. You think it'll be 2-1 to Chelsea? Yeah, Europe is burning right now. It's so flipping hot. All right, we are live. This is awesome. Let me just do a little tweet. We are live. Come check it out. CFC versus Barcelona. Pre-season commentary. Reactions, you know the drill. Catch you in the chat. So YouTube have given me beta access to Super Chat, which is basically a donation platform on YouTube. I don't really know how it works, but it's available today apparently, which is great. Nearly 300 of you already in the chat. This is absolutely awesome. I'm going to quickly take a look now on the Chelsea Twitter. We're going to go through the lineups as kickoff is in about 9 minutes time. 300 of you in the chat already. Amazing. What do I think the score will be? I'm going to give my predictions as I look through the lineup, because I feel as though my predictions are going to definitely be based off of who starts. Okay, let's see how close I was to getting it right. Arrizabalaga in goal. We got that one right. Azpilicueta right back. Got that right. Christensen starts. I said Zuma would start. David Luiz also starts. Emerson, Jorginho, Kovacic, Pedro, Mason Mount, Pulisic, and Tammy Abraham starts up front with Michy Batshuayi and Olivier Giroud on the bench. So there's a couple of players in there that I got wrong. Kickoff is in 40 minutes. Okay, great. I had a funny feeling kickoff was at, I thought kickoff was at 12. My time, so it looks as though we are going to be here for a bit longer than I planned to be, but that's absolutely fine. 400 people almost in the stream. This is a record for the channel so far. If you're in the stream, be sure to like the stream as well. It helps me out on YouTube, helps to get the channel out there to more people. This is actually ridiculous. I genuinely did not think the game started until oh well, it's fine. So the Barcelona lineup, let's take a look at that. Barcelona. Let's see if they've tweeted it out. I saw there was a bit of banter going on yesterday. Okay, so they've tweeted saying 11, Barca v Chelsea. I have no idea where to find the Barcelona lineup. What is going on here? Barcelona lineup. Okay, so the Barcelona lineup includes some players I've never even heard of before. They've got a very strong backline. Ter Stegen in goal, Jordi Alba, and TT, PK, Sergi Roberto. It says Busquets. I don't think Busquets' brother is playing. I don't even know if Busquets has a brother. But we've got Busquets in the team. Ricky Puig. I've no idea who this guy is. Collado, Griezmann, and Dembele. It's a very, very strong team. Magnus says Chelsea to win 4-2. Not sure about 4-2. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Like, I'll take that. 500 people in the chat, and we've also had a £2 donation. I don't know how to... Okay, Zander is the first ever person to donate to the channel. Great channel, keep it going. Keep the blue flag flying high. Thank you for the donation. Really appreciate that. Will we win? George, please respond. I really hope so. I do have a feeling it's going to be a draw. I think it will be 2-2. This is so sick. 550 people in here right now. This is amazing. Kickoff is close. Not really. 35 minutes away. So the Chelsea lineup, we'll go over it one more time. The Chelsea lineup is Arrizabalaga in goal. Christensen, David Luiz are two centre-backs. Emerson at left-back. Azpilicueta right-back. In front of the defence, we're playing a 4-2-3-1 today. Jorginho, Mateo Kovacic, with Christian Pulisic starting on the left. Mason Mount starting in the middle. And Pedro on the right-hand side with Tammy Abraham, the lone striker for Chelsea up front. It's a good, strong team. I'm happy with that. I'm looking forward to seeing Batshuayi in the second half, most likely as well. We've just had another donation from Tom Smith of $1.99. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. 600 of you in the chat right now. This is absolutely amazing. Nathan, I will try and keep you entertained on your drive to Wales. The only issue is I hope you're not watching this whilst actually driving the car, because I would not want to be responsible for an accident. That would be a bit of a nightmare for everybody involved. The heat is hot right now. I'm hoping it isn't an issue. One thing I will say is my laptop battery is draining fast. So I might need to message Lawrence and get some drastic action. I'll tell you what I'll do for now. I will close the laptop because I don't need it. And I will just focus on... It's good, but the game doesn't kick off for another half an hour. I got the timing wrong. But there's already 700 people in the stream, which is double what I normally get. I'm gonna carry on. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a bit of chat, but the laptop is so hot already, and it's already gone down 5%. But it's okay. Someone says hi to you, Lawrence.
Hi. Is it Max again?
The chat is going so quick. It's very hard to see. It wasn't Max this time. Can I show you guys around? All right, I'll show you guys around. So as we've got a bit of time till kick-off, and those of you that have been watching the channel will know we've been in Amsterdam. Here's Lawrence. Say hello to him. Throw Someone, Igor just said throw Lawrence in the river. His name is Igor.
Igor, I'll throw you in the river, mate.
Yeah, Igor, Lawrence is coming for you. Igor Biscan. Such a sick little spot we got going on here. There was a dead pigeon in there yesterday, but he's drifted off somewhere else. Yeah. So beautiful. And it is absolutely roasting today. The water is kind of dirty, so I'm not going in there. But I think people probably will at some point today because of the heat. It's like 30 odd degrees, pretty hectic. Guys, there's 750 of you in the chat. If you haven't yet, click a like on the chat. We may be able to get up to a peak of 1,000 viewers today, which is pretty mental. Yeah, the match doesn't start until past, but I thought I'd keep it professional, and instead of ending the stream and coming back again, I'll just stay here and chat to you guys for half an hour. It's not like I struggle to talk. I make videos every day. What are my thoughts on Ampadu to Leipzig? I was going to make a video about Ethan Ampadu to Leipzig, but then I realised that pretty much the entire Chelsea fan base on YouTube have already done that, so I will leave that to them. I think of all of the teams in Europe, it's the #1 option for Ethan Ampadu. They're playing in the Champions League. They're a very ambitious club. They're a very good footballing side. And I think he will definitely get minutes. Minutes in a very tough league. The Bundesliga is a very strong league. And maybe even the Champions League as well. We saw him get minutes last year for Chelsea in the Europa League. The Champions League is a completely different ball game, completely different gravy. So I feel as though he will be getting minutes there. And I think for him, it's a great move. I think it shows the ambition that Chelsea have for Ampadu by only settling for a club such as Leipzig, who are competing at such a high level. And I'm 100% sure that there will be an element of guaranteed minutes that will have to be allocated to Ampadu at Leipzig as a result of Chelsea choosing to loan him out there. Otherwise, the deal wouldn't have made any sense. So 800 people in the live stream. This is absolutely amazing. The life of Nicholas, of course I do. You have been in all of the streams. I appreciate everybody who is here for multiple times. Tammy Abraham starting today. Yes, I didn't expect that actually because he's had an illness. But he's obviously back fit, as is Kepa. Kepa had an illness. Kepa is back in the team today as well. Do you get to watch the match here? Okay, this is a very common question on these live streams. No, is the answer. If I was to put the match on my YouTube channel, I would get it taken down, which is not worth it for anybody. So the stream is me commentating. I kind of do a mixture of live TV style commentary. I react, I analyze, I chat to you guys in the chat. It's been really successful so far. I've really enjoyed doing it. It's not the hardest thing for me to do in the world because, well, I can talk about football all day long. Frank Lampard to sub himself on in the 80th minute. That would be great. Yeah, I will keep you guys updated on timestamps. If you wanted to exit the stream at any time to go and do something else, I understand that. People have got busy days. It's hard to take out 2.5 hours of your day just to watch me. Yeah, it's a bit bad at Chelsea, to be honest, charging £3.99 just to watch a game against Barcelona. I think it was bad enough charging people £1.99 per match. I paid 11 for every match, but upping the price to £4 just because it's Barcelona, I think is pretty disgraceful from the football club, to be honest. So let's go over the lineup again. David has asked for the lineup. We've got Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. Something we're obviously very excited to see. It's his first appearance of pre-season. We've got Azpilicueta, Chelsea captain, at right back. David Luiz partnered by Andreas Christensen in the middle of defence. Emerson is the left back today. Obviously our first choice left back nowadays. Jorginho and Kovacic in front of the defence in a 4-2-3-1 system, which sees Christian Pulisic starting on the left, Mason Mount playing in the number 10 role, Pedro starting on the right, and Tammy Abraham is Frank's choice for the first half up front. I'm sure we're going to see many changes again throughout the match. Hopefully the strikers can get some minutes. Frank Lampard goes on the pitch, passes it to Kante, and Kante chips it over to Stegen. Ramirez nostalgia. I absolutely love that. Pedro is the weak spot. Let's talk about that in the chat. What do we think? Is Pedro really that weak of a link for Chelsea? I don't think he is. I think he's still a very good experienced player. I think he's been very underrated at Chelsea during his time there. He scored some important goals. He scored some brilliant goals. He's one of the only players that I really trust from outside the box to let fly. Will the goals be shown? I can't show any of the match on this stream. This stream is simply a reaction commentary. Nearly 1,000 people in the chat. This is absolutely amazing. Guys, if you're in here and haven't yet liked the stream, be sure to like the stream. Hopefully YouTube can push it in the algorithm somewhere and we can get our highest numbers yet today. So the Barcelona lineup, I can't remember it again off the top of my head. I've shut my laptop down just to maintain some battery. But the Barcelona lineup sees Griezmann starting for the first time. So he's obviously going to be out to make a point to his manager today with this ridiculously stacked Barcelona front line. Ousmane Dembele, who I was actually at the game, the last Chelsea-Barcelona match in the Nou Camp. And Dembele probably had his best game for Barcelona that day when they beat us 3-0. That was sad. Toby Mullen, I agree with you. Pedro is the most successful player that we have. That is very true. Mystic Light. I've just given the lineup. I will go over the lineup again just before the game kicks off. Hudson-Odoi, where is he? Hudson-Odoi is injured. Callum should be back, I believe, in September, October time. What do I think about Willian getting the number 10? Again, another topic that people wanted me to make a video on. I didn't touch upon it yesterday in the match preview. If you haven't yet watched the match preview, maybe jump out the stream, come back. The preview is up on my channel. I give my predicted 11, which I think I got 6 out of the 11 right, or 7 out of the 11 right. What do I think about Willian at number 10? I think it's very important to realise that the number 10 role comes with a lot of pressure. I believe that if Hudson-Odoi is going to sign his new deal, I believe he probably would have been offered the number 10 role, but rejected it because of potentially that pressure. So offering it to Willian is probably the next best option, to be honest. I don't feel as though Pulisic, maybe he would have wanted it, but again, I think it leaves such high expectations on his shoulders, and Willian's been at Chelsea for so long. He's been a player who has pulled us out of dark moments by putting in big performances and scoring big goals when we've really, really been under the cosh. Willian has been one of those players who's always upped his game in order to get us the goals and get us victories. Whatever you think about Willian's conversion rates in terms of goals and assists, it's definitely a no-brainer that when we've been really shit, which we have been at times, let's be real, Willian has been a player who's come good. So I don't think it's the end of the world. I think at the end of the day, it's just a number on the back of his shirt. And I don't think people need to be so critical of it. I feel if anything, it just shows how dedicated to the football club Willian is by taking that number, knowing damn well that people are expecting magic from Chelsea's number 10. All right, we've had a donation from Ollie's at the Wheel. What do you expect against United in the first game? Do you know what? I would take a draw. Obviously, I'll be giving my predictions. I'll be doing a weekly prediction series on the channel. I'd take a draw, to be honest. I just don't want to lose that first game. I think it sets, particularly the fans, Chelsea fans, we're a very fickle bunch, aren't we, really? I feel as though it sets us up for failure in that sense. But it is Man United away. Whether they're in a state of disarray themselves or whether they're playing well, it's always a difficult place to go. Form is it is relevant. I wouldn't say it's irrelevant, but in a game like that, on the first game of the season, it's not as important. United have looked pretty good at times during pre-season. From the very small amount of highlights that I've seen, it's going to be a tough match. They're obviously going to be trying to start the season well as well because they want to get back into the Champions League this year, and every game's important, particularly against your rivals. So yeah, I think it's going to be tough. I would take a 0-0, if I'm honest. Dream signing for Chelsea, but make it realistic. Dream signing right now, who would it be? It would have been Matthias de Ligt, to be honest. I'd love to have seen a young centre-back come in. Who else would I want to see? It's got to be a striker. Diego Costa. There we go. So tomorrow on the channel is the first episode of a new series that I'm going to be doing called An Insider's Story. It's basically going to be an interview with a fan of a football club, and it happens to be Ajax. I'm in Amsterdam, so I've made the first episode based around Ajax, because I'm going to a match tonight. I'm going to Ajax versus Panathinaikos, a repeat of the 1971 Champions League final, for those of you that didn't know that. So that match is being played at the Olympic Stadium. It's a 7,000 capacity stadium. I'm doing a video which will be uploaded on my main channel tomorrow of the game, which is really cool. Jamie Vardy, says Harry Doherty. Maybe not Vardy at this point. If you'd have said that 3 years ago. Top scorer for Chelsea this season, who do I think it will be? It all depends on who gets the number one striker role, to be honest. I feel as though I think Batshuayi is the number one at this point. I think Frank obviously today is trusting in Tammy, which I would obviously love to see him start firing for us and banging in 20 goals in a Premier League season like he's done in the Championship. But I think he's maybe a little bit off that pace just now. Will Pulisic be a flop? No. I think we're probably going to see the best out of Christian Pulisic next season or the season after. He's still so young. So I think he's obviously going to have a few years at Chelsea to make his name. How long until the match? Well, the problem is, because I'm streaming, I can't exit the stream on my phone, so I don't know what the time is. I believe the game kicks off at 11:30 UK time, which is 12:30 where I am right now in Amsterdam. Ajax played yesterday. Well, they're playing again today as well. I know that because I bought tickets. 1,000 viewers. This is absolutely incredible. We've only got 12,000 people subscribed to the channel and we're up to 1,000 live viewers. Thank you so much to everybody who's in here. This is amazing. What is my thoughts on the Griezmann to Barcelona deal? I feel as though they've got so many flipping good attacking players that it's kind of just another one added onto the list. But oh my God. Jesus. Guys, check this out. That was that loud noise. These guys are about to crash into the house. We've got this fellow there, a bit of Heineken branding for all of you. Crazy. Oh dear. Should Tomori be loaned out? Yes, I believe he should. I've made a video about this. I said that I feel as though this season he's going to be slightly down on the pecking order. Not a question of whether he's good enough or not. I just think Frank is going to trust more experienced players in his first season, as opposed to taking more risks on the youngsters. Top 4 with Frank. Yeah, that's what we got to aim for. I said in my video that realistically, Chelsea fans probably don't expect to finish in the top 4, but Chelsea is a football club. The expectation at minimum is always to finish in the top 4. So I think if we're realistically looking at maybe 5th, you have to aim for the top 4, and I believe we can. We've got the experience of doing it. We pulled it out the bag last season when we weren't playing very well. We finished 3rd somehow, ahead of Spurs. Who should we play in midfield? As long as N'Golo Kante is in there, the rest is completely open at this point, in my opinion. Can't believe there's 1,000 of you in here. That's so sick. Be sure to like the stream. If we can get up to 500 likes before the game kicks off, I will be over the moon. Corey Pullen says he thinks a 7th place finish is on the cards. I really hope not. It would be such a letdown, really. Who should be backup right back? Well, that is a no-brainer. It's Reece James. I even think he's got... Azpilicueta, a lot of people are saying that he's maybe losing it a little bit. I wouldn't agree with that statement, but I think as the season goes on this year, Azpilicueta is going to be really tested in this Chelsea team. So Reece James could come in as number 1. Who knows? Hang on a minute. Was the Ajax match yesterday? Because if it was, we have really screwed up. Like, massively screwed up. I really hope it wasn't. Mikkel, thank you very much for the donation. I will make sure I read your message. Who will start against Manchester United? I'm making a video about this game. A predictions video. You're kidding me. Oh my goodness. I bought a ticket and I didn't go. It was yesterday. What? No. Are you kidding me? I am such a flipping loser. No. Someone's saying no, someone's saying yes. So I thought they were playing against Panathinaikos today. Are you kidding me? No, this is actually a disaster. My entire main channel video was based off of the fact. You're kidding me. Oh my, I'm actually really annoyed. Like, I'm genuinely fuming. The one time I'm in Amsterdam and I flipping missed the day. Who misses the day of a game? For flip's sake. This is a disaster. This is an actual disaster. The highlights were on YouTube 14 hours ago. Oh, guys, don't mind me just for a minute. I'll get over this, but I'm going to have to tell Lawrence. I don't know where... Lawrence has gone to the shop to replace some stuff. Can we say this is awkward? Yeah, this is very flipping awkward. I've never done that before. I've never bought tickets to a football match, completely missed it, and then I would have rocked up to it today. Genuinely. I can't believe it. What an idiot. What an absolute idiot. Too many brownies. No, that isn't the reason. I genuinely thought it was today. What a pleb. Yeah, give me an L in the chat, guys. Honestly, I deserve it. I can suck that up and eat those words. Like, that is a genuine L of all L's. We missed the Makeda masterclass. Honestly, this is actually really a joke. I'm gonna turn the camera around to Lawrence. Oh, when he comes back from the shop, I'm gonna have to let him know. This is a disaster. Do I have a snooker channel? No. Definitely won't ever be making one of those. How can I forget about a football game? Don't ask, honestly. I have no explanation for this. We do have 500 likes in the chat now, which is kind of a blessing. Oh, for flip's sake. Honestly, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. We've made such a sick video in Amsterdam as well for the main channel. So the Londoner is late. Basically, in a nutshell, I bought tickets for Ajax versus Panathinaikos, thought the match was today, have planned everything, this entire trip around going to this match that was supposedly in my brain tonight, but it was last night, and everyone's let me know in the chat that the match has already happened. So, what can I do? Like, what an absolute fool. What team has made the best transfer window so far? Man City, again, which is a problem, and Chelsea, to be honest. You know, we got Kovacic in now permanently, we signed Pulisic, we've offloaded Morata for an incredible sum of money. Chelsea have had a pretty good window. I think there's still so much more business to be done in the Premier League. Aston Villa have spent a lot of money. I think they're going to be strong next season. Am I going to play FIFA 20? Nah, don't have the time for that. I can't flipping believe this, guys. This is such a joke. I don't know what to do now. What can I possibly do to make this Ajax video better? The whole video is based around going to that game. Oh, get high. I think I might just have to do that instead, to be honest. I mean, what a flipping pleb. I'm sorry, just get pissed up. To be honest, I think I might do that. Make a video about drugs. It would be very easy to make a video about drugs here, but I also need to monetize my videos so I can actually make a living for myself. Frame the ticket. It's a flipping ticket on my phone. It's just a flipping PDF. We do have 1.3k viewers live on the channel right now, which is flipping phenomenal. So yeah, there's always silver linings, every cloud and all that, even though there's not a single cloud in the sky right now, we're gonna take it as a silver lining anyway. Were the tickets expensive? No, they weren't. So in terms of like wasting money, it's still a waste of money no matter what the value is, but it was €12.50, which is like 11 quid. So it's not like I'm gonna have to remortgage or anything like that. The Ajax game was so important because I'm making a video for my main channel whilst I'm here as well, and the whole focus was going to that game. And the game's already flipping bin, so I don't know what to do. Can you swear in the chat? I mean, what kind of question is that? Obviously, I'd rather you didn't, but if you're that adamant that a swear word is necessary, then let it out your system, mate. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Adrian Mutu. Who'd have thought it? How long will I be in Amsterdam? Yes, they're playing PSV on Saturday, but I'm flying home tomorrow morning. So this was meant to be like the bow out. This was meant to be the final thing of what's been a really productive week. Okay, so we've been nearly streaming now for 30 minutes. The game must be kicking off very, very soon. Everybody hit the like button, yes. They're playing PAOK on the 6th of August. Well, 6th of August is my birthday in the UK, so I'm going to be spending that with my family because I'm off to a festival on the 7th. Lawrence, I have some really flipping shit news. We are idiots. Or I'm an idiot. What? So the game was last night.
What was?
Ajax Panathinaikos.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It was, seriously. They've all been telling me. Ajax lost 2-1. We got the date wrong.
You're kidding me.
No.
They're trolling you.
No, seriously. I promise you, it's not.
I don't believe it.
It's 100% already happened. It's not a joke.
You can. You're trolling.
I promise you I'm not. It's already happened. They lost 2-1. It was last night.
So
It's not a troll.
right, I've got some croissants.
Guys, we got croissants. Good stuff. We've got 1.3k viewers in the stream, which is mad.
Have Barcelona even started the game yet?
No.
Right, how do I open these?
Well, guys,
I don't actually believe this. Yeah.
we got croissants.
I can't undo a knot, so here you go.
We can't turn up to football matches on time. We can't undo knots. Who wants one?
Take one.
Thank you.
Would the other Lawrence like one as well?
Igor wants to push you in the river again.
Igor, you're definitely not having one.
Guess who scored for Ajax?
De Beek.
Van der Beek.
How did I know? Also, I got you sandwich.
Thank you very much. It's very kind of you.
I put it under here. I got some water and orange juice. I didn't get Coke Zero.
What?
Too much sugar, master.
Okay, so Harry Doherty has reminded me the game starts in 10 minutes. Just allow me for 5. I'm still gutted about that. I can't believe it. At what point did I think it was a good idea to not like quadruple check this stuff? You are taking this very well. Thank you. I promise you, inside, if I wasn't streaming right now, I would be saying every swear word under the sun. I would be so angry.
I'm gonna scar this. Is that cool?
Go for it. Look at this. What would our mothers say? Drinking straight out of the bottle. What have you done? Lawrence Benson has spat it out.
I was not expecting that.
Thank you very much for that mastery. All right, guys. So I guess we should kind of get back to the job. Oh, professionals, they have to deal with much more stressful things than missing a football game. What a joke. What a flipping joke.
So then what are we going to do now?
I don't know. I think we make it into a piece. And we use more of the interview with Nadine in the video and we say, I can't believe we managed to do this, but we bought tickets and didn't go to the game.
Are we still going to the stadium?
Yeah, we should. We should go to the stadium.
Both of them, or?
Yeah. We just have to make do. There's nothing we can do about it. Okay. Unless we come back on Saturday and go to the game against PSV.
Goodness sake.
Just say you were ill as an excuse. That doesn't really cut it on YouTube videos. Sorry guys, well this is an Ajax versus Panathinaikos video, but I was sick, so you're just gonna have to hear me talking about me throwing up for the next 8 minutes. Do I think the 11 that we've got starting today will be the 11 for most of the season? I don't actually. Guys, welcome to my channel. This is the Croissant Mukbang channel with George Benson and Lawrence Benson.
Do you want some egg? Eggers. Oh my god. Man.
You're an actual retard. No, thank you. The game is on ESPN too. I didn't know that. What I will say, guys, the best commentary, the best place to listen to reactions and analysis is the George Benson Football channel today. We're going to be live for the whole match. Somebody just donated. I missed that. Let me scroll up and see.
You got any donations? Nice.
Okay, Ollie Antonsen says, I hope Chelsea win. Thank you for the donation, buddy. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, we are about to open up the laptop again. Sorry, George, mate, but the kickoff is the best. I mean, I love the kickoff too. I'm not saying that I'm better than the kickoff, but we're using my iPhone at the moment until we can get better production going, so I think I'm doing a decent job. I would love to watch the Johan Cruyff final on Saturday, but the tickets are about €500 a pop, and I'm flying home tomorrow. So in all aspects of the word, we've screwed up royally for this one. All right, guys, we are gonna set things up properly. Okay, give me a sec.
Yeah, you did it more than I do.
Huh?
Water.
Hang on. Oh. 2 secs, guys. I'm just making sure the stream is good. David Scott, I will be sure to check my Twitter messages. No doubts about it, brother. Oh. Yes, guys. Welcome. We are in. Me and the True Geordie should do a collab. I will message Brian at some point this season to do something together. Okay guys, 6 minutes to go until kickoff. We're going to go through the starting 11 one more time. Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal. Azpilicueta, Chelsea captain, right back. David Luiz and Andreas Christensen in the middle. Emerson at left back. Jorginho and Kovacic in front of the defenders in a 4-2-3-1. Christian Pulisic starts for the first time at Chelsea on the left. Mason Mount in the middle. Pedro on the right. And Tammy Abraham leading the line. If you saw yesterday's Barcelona preview, you'll know that I actually put Batshuayi up front. I put Mason Mount on the left, Pulisic on the right, and Ross Barkley in the middle. Barcelona have got a strong team as well. They've got a strong back line. They've got Jordi Alba and TT, PK, and who's the right back? I can't remember. Ter Stegen in goal as well. Someone says they're in the building behind me. You might be. I can't deny it. Yes, Sergi Roberto is at right back. Thank you, Lewis. Mastery, this is crazy.
What?
1,000 people.
Very good.
Liverpool beat Barca 4-0, so Chelsea can beat them 5-0. I wish that was the way football worked. Do I reckon this game will be taken seriously? Do you know what? I think any game between Chelsea and Barcelona is going to be far more serious than Chelsea versus St. Patrick's. I'm not going to lie. Thank you for letting us know that, Brycey G. I really appreciate it. Tottenham are asking for 350 million from Harry Kane. I mean, did you see that goal Harry Kane scored against Juventus? If you didn't see it, like, please go and watch it. It was absolutely phenomenal. One of the best goals you'll see. Leave us St. Patrick's fans alone. Now, there's nothing against St. Patrick's, but I mean, I don't think it's even questionable in terms of like how big the games are against Barcelona compared to St. Patrick's. No offense. Is it commentary or can we watch the game? No, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not streaming the match on my channel right now. I'm not allowed to stream the match. This is simply commentary, analysis and reactions. Maybe open up the stream, watch the game in one window if you're paid for it, and then have this open with audio maybe. Chit's music set is shaking as if the game is serious. Of course, everyone wants to win. What temperature is it in Amsterdam? It's about 30 degrees right now. It's hot. I'm having to do everything I possibly can to keep everything cool. So I've got a pillow right now behind the laptop protecting the back of it. Is someone waving?
Yeah, they're all waving.
Yeah.
Awesome. They'll wave at those group of girls over there.
Lawrence is trying to pick up chicks right now.
That's how we do it in Amsterdam.
Who is my favourite Chelsea player? In the current team, Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Ruben?
Yeah. Well, Eden Hazard's left now.
Yeah.
Guys, 2 minutes until kickoff. Very, very exciting stuff. Chelsea versus Barcelona in the Rakuten Cup in Japan. We are live from Amsterdam here on the channel today. Score prediction, as the game is very, very close to kickoff. My prediction for this game, Chelsea 2, Barcelona 1. I was going to sit on the fence and say 2-2, but I can't sit on the fence. I'm a Chelsea fan, and this is my channel, so I can do what I want. You love Japan? Nice. I've never been to Japan. I really want to go, but I'm waiting for the right opportunity to arise.
What should I do with your chicken and with your egg and bacon?
Mastery,
Over here?
in the fridge.
Fridge?
Yeah. Thank you very much, though.
Also, I got some chocolate.
Very nice,
I
Lawrence.
was going to get
Benson.
some donuts, but you're too fat.
I am fat. Okay, someone keeps typing Borat in the chat. I'm not sure I get that one. What do I think of Pulisic? After we've seen him play today, I'm going to be dedicating a video to Pulisic next week. Someone says Griezmann hat-trick. I really hope not. A Griezmann hat-trick would not be good.
Better than missing the game.
Eunice, mate, I've just seen your tweet. Thank you very much for the tweet, buddy. I appreciate that. Someone just tweets saying, I don't mean to be rude, but why would someone want to watch you and not the actual game? I don't know. If I kind of see it that people watch both. They like have me on in the background and watch the match on another window. Like, I don't know. Okay, FIFA Leopard Gaming says Barcelona 5-0. That would be a bit of a nightmare, to be honest, wouldn't it? Yes, Andrew Hart. Thank you for that. Okay, so the Chelsea lineup is Kepa Arrizabalaga in goal, right back Chelsea captain Azpilicueta, Andreas Christensen, David Luiz in the middle, Emerson, first choice left back, starting at left back, and then we've got Kovacic and Jorginho in front of the defenders, Mason Mount starting in the middle of a three-man attacking midfield with Pedro on the right, Christian Pulisic on the left, and Tammy Abraham starting up front. Big game for Tammy today. Huge match against Barcelona. The game is about to kick off. It is now 12:30 here in Amsterdam, 11:30 in the UK. Welcome to everybody who is in the stream. We've been chatting for about 40 minutes because I've had a double screw up this morning. I started the stream far too early because I forgot the match was at 30 minutes past, and I also managed to forget that the match I was supposed to be going to whilst in Amsterdam, Ajax versus Panathinaikos, was actually last night, and I expected to go later on this evening. So I screwed that one up. But it doesn't matter. We are here now, and Chelsea versus Barcelona. The game has not kicked off yet on my screen. As soon as it does, I will let you guys know which teams are kicking from which sides. And the biggest test yet under Frank Lampard is today for Chelsea against Barcelona. Huge, huge game. Barca 3, Chelsea 1, says Adamu Idris. Why isn't Giroud starting? I think Frank probably sees Giroud as a striker to come off the bench. Pretty much what we've seen from Olivier during his whole career in the Premier League. Even with Arsenal, he's often been an impact player off the bench. Andrew Hart says 1-1, it's fixed. I mean, it's a pre-season friendly. Maybe it is fixed, who knows? I'd like to believe it isn't. I'd like to believe there is still no fixing in football, but who knows? Who is my ideal signing once the ban is over? I think we've got to be looking for a striker. We've got to be looking for probably some backup at left back, maybe even right back as well, depending on Reece James's development this season. And then the midfield is looking pretty good. I don't really, I think there's probably positions we really do need to strengthen, but I don't think Chelsea need an overhaul of players. I think we've got a very good core squad. All right, guys, the footage has started on my screen. Does anyone else think 0-0? I hope it's not going to be a 0-0. To be honest, it's Chelsea-Barcelona. There's going to be plenty more for us to talk about over the next 90 minutes. Well, 90 minutes plus 15 minutes for half-time. It's all good. So the players are just walking out on the pitch on my screen right now. David Luiz lining up alongside Emerson. Kepa Arrizabalaga starting for Chelsea today during pre-season for the first minutes of his pre-season. Chelsea's first choice goalkeeper. Many thought he was going to become the manager after what we saw in the Carabao Cup final last season. That didn't happen. Frank Lampard is on the bench. Obviously, Frank has had a huge part to play in Chelsea's fixtures in the past against Barcelona as a player. First time managing against top-class world European opposition in Barcelona. We've got an audience of people watching on the side as well right now, which is pretty cool. It's raining in the stadium. Kickoff is happening right now on your screen. That is good. I believe it will be happening at pretty much the same time on my screen as well. We've got the Barcelona dugout on my screen at this point. All right, here we go. Chelsea kicking from right to left. Mason Mount is going to have the first touch of the ball in this pre-season friendly. Chelsea versus Barcelona. It's a huge game in East Asia, in Japan. What a match. This is obviously past the halfway point now of Chelsea's pre-season. After this game, we'll have played how many matches? 4 matches with 3 more to go, and I intend on going to the game against Reading, so I'll be making a match video there. Mason Mount kicks off for Chelsea all the way back to David Luiz, expecting him to play a 40-yard pass to start the match off, but he gives it to Emerson. Chelsea kicking from right to left. Barcelona, of course, as a result, from left to right, as Kepa gets his first touches of the season for Chelsea. Going to make it bigger on my screen so that I make sure I get the right players. Barcelona regain possession for the first time. Here they are already. We're seeing Barcelona cut into Chelsea down the left-hand side. Jordi Alba, can he get the ball in? It's an early corner for Barcelona. Chelsea giving away possession. Jordi Alba wins a corner from Barcelona. We're going to be under the cosh a lot in this game. We can't expect to dominate possession. It's not going to be easy. It's Barcelona. Still almost 1,000 of you guys in the stream. Thank you and welcome to everybody who is watching. Put the game on in one tab, stick us on in the other one. That's what Eunice is doing right now. Someone's making toast. Thanks for letting us know. Corner comes in for Barcelona and TT wins the header. It's gone all the way through and the header is over the crossbar from, who is that? I don't know who that is. There's a couple of Barcelona players I've never seen before. So don't mind me just for a second. But Barcelona with the first attempt of the match. It's a good header. It's actually Griezmann at the near post who flicked it on. Almost an assist within the first minute of his debut there for Griezmann. Is Greasy Griezmann playing? Yes, he is. He's up front for Barcelona today. All the way from Australia. Love your vids up the Chelsea. Thank you very much, Jai Morgan. Appreciate that. Simon can't watch the game due to broadcasting rights. I had to put a VPN on, to be honest. All right. 1 minute and 30 in. Azpilicueta for Chelsea, giving it to Pedro. Pedro playing against his former club today, knocks it forward. What a match for Mason Mount. Come on, Chelsea, here we go. Tammy Abraham with his first touch of the ball. Barcelona already regaining possession with Gerard Piqué. Giving it all the way back to Stegen. Watching out in Bali. Yes, Will. Love that. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Here is Ousmane Dembele for Barcelona, the man who absolutely destroyed Chelsea at the Nou Camp the last time these two teams met in competitive action in the Champions League in that 3-0 Barcelona win. A match where I was in the stands. Extremely disappointed. Here's Pedro for Chelsea, giving it to Tammy Abraham. Pulisic struggling to get it under control. Here's Jorginho, though, for Chelsea, regaining possession. Emerson to Kovacic. Here's Christian Pulisic, back to Emerson. Pulisic again, this is good, gives it to Mason Mount, who's putting his back into Piqué there, trying to win the ball back. Mason Mount chasing it down, but Barcelona regain possession in the middle of the park, and they give it all the way back to Stegen. Something we're used to seeing from Barcelona is dominance in possession. Chelsea are going to have their work cut out today. We're going to see how Frank Lampard's team do against teams that will keep the ball against us. Here's Emerson getting forward to Chelsea. It's a good run, good burst of pace from him. Can Emerson get the ball into the box? Here he is again, patient build-up from Chelsea. Emerson looking confident getting forward. Here's Mateo Kovacic, who puts one in. It's a very good ball towards Azpilicueta. Azpilicueta gets up and wins the header, but it will be a goal kick to Barcelona. Good football, though, from Chelsea. Good confidence going forward, particularly from Emerson. What am I watching the game on? I am watching the game on the Chelsea website. I paid £11. So, in terms of where I'm at the game, at the moment of me talking right now, it is 3 minutes and 40 seconds into the match. You're from Hong Kong. Nice one. Can you watch from Australia? I think you'll need to get a VPN. You paid £6. Bro, it's a joke, isn't it? Okay, Chelsea winning the ball back with Kovacic. This is good again. Here's Christian Pulisic for Chelsea. Can he get a ball into the box towards Tammy Abraham? Gerard Piqué, experience, just waiting for it just inside the box as Pedro comes in and leaves a foot on Gerard Piqué there, and he's picking up his ex-teammate. Maybe just a little warning from Pedro that he means business today. He's got a point to prove. Obviously the new man, Christian Pulisic, has come in. You could technically say the new man, Mason Mount, as well. Bit of sloppy defending from Barcelona, but they do get away with it as Piqué gives it back to Stegen. Tammy Abraham putting the pressure on him there. This is good early pressure from the Chelsea striker. As Barcelona win a throw-in just inside their own half. Yeah, we're about a minute behind the live action. It's not too bad. You're watching from Ethiopia. Nice. Show us the game. I cannot show the game. I will get my channel taken off of YouTube. It's not worth it. I'm commentating the match, doing the best I can for those of you that don't want to pay the ridiculous price for the game. If you're in the stream and you haven't yet left a like on the stream, be sure to like the stream. If we can get to 1,000 likes before the end of the stream, I will be absolutely over the moon. This is already the most successful live stream I've ever done on this channel. Thank you very much, Whirly Woo. You're doing a great job as mod. Watching from Ghana, welcome Michael. Thank you very much, Howard Jones, for liking the stream. Kevin is currently watching from Peru. We've got people from all over the world today, which is great news. Match is being played in Japan. I'm streaming it in Amsterdam. People watching all over the world. This is awesome. Watching from Nepal, Ishan Sapkota. Watching from Kenya, Denmark, Houston, Texas, India. Barca fan from India, welcome to the stream. Everybody's welcome, not just Chelsea, Barcelona as well. Mishi or Tammy. So Tammy is starting. He's made one touch of the ball so far in the first 6 minutes, but as we would expect, Barcelona keeping hold of the ball well at times. Is Sergio Roberto to Umtiti. He's got Jordi Alba to his left. Jordi Alba looking to get forward, of course, at all times, as is Chelsea left-back Emerson. Jorginho forcing him back to Umtiti. Watching from Germany. BVB Dortmund fan by the looks of things. I'm here from Bristol, the most boring place ever. Bristol's sick. Banksy's from Bristol. Chelsea regain possession in the middle. It's good from Kovacic. Gives it to David Luiz. Looking to get it forward to Jorginho. That's nice little triangle football there from Chelsea. Mateo Kovacic. Christian Pulisic hugging the left touchline. It's good from Pulisic. Takes on two men. Wins a free kick for Chelsea. Pulisic goes down. We've just had a €10 donation, I think, from Lucas. Thank you very much, Lucas, for the donation. You didn't leave a message. And Chelsea whipped the ball in. I missed that there as we were reading something out. Ter Stegen goes for it. And Chelsea have a corner. Very, very good pressure from Chelsea here. 8 minutes into the game, it's still 0-0. Emerson getting down the left-hand side, putting in a cross, which it looked as though there was a bit of confusion between Umtiti and Ter Stegen. Both went for the ball, but Umtiti sends the ball over. And Chelsea have a corner. Can't watch the match in India. Well, it's okay. You've got me for commentary. Mason Mount puts it in. Going towards David Luiz. It's headed away from Gerard Piqué. Chelsea retaining the possession, though. It comes all the way back to Emerson. He's got Pedro further forward. Emerson looking to go inside. Emerson's done very well again there. He looks for the pass. It was a good idea, but it is cleared away from Umtiti and Gerard Piqué. Barcelona defending much better there. And that is a foul from Christian Pulisic. I love how he left Ousmane Dembele on the floor there. There was no attempts to pick him up. That was great. Watching from Ghana, welcome. Barcelona are going to thrash Chelsea according to somebody there. It's been a good start from Chelsea. Chelsea formation. The Chelsea formation is 4-2-3-1. Jorginho and Kovacic playing in front of a flat back four by the looks of things. Tammy Abraham, the lone striker, with Mason Mount, Pulisic and Pedro playing behind him. Chelsea regain possession again. This is a good start from Chelsea. Here's Pedro, who's drifted over to the left-hand side. Chelsea looking for handball, not given, as Barcelona come away with it. Sergio Busquets winning the ball back in the middle. Here's Jordi Alba for Barcelona. Gerard Piqué. Looks as though Barcelona are playing a 4-3-3, from what I can understand from the game so far. Here's Piqué again. Getting lots of touches of the ball at the back early on, Barcelona. Kovacic looking to win it back for Chelsea. He's putting pressure on Dembele. Barcelona win the throw-in. All right, we have just had, it looks as though another donation from Isaac. Kovacic is underrated. Feel like Chelsea fans should appreciate him more. You know what, Isaac? I'm actually beginning to agree with you. I feel as though I've not really given him enough praise. But having watched a load of analysis, having watched back a load of highlights, I pretty much see Kovacic as like the dough needing to gather the midfield for Chelsea. So I'm certainly going to be giving him more praise, that's for sure. Here's Jorginho for Chelsea to Azpilicueta. Chelsea looking to build the play from the back, but as they always do, Barcelona putting on the pressure, forcing Chelsea back towards their own goal as Azpilicueta wins the throw-in. Watching from Switzerland, welcome Stefan, welcome. What do I think about Pedro? I said this in the video yesterday. I think Pedro still has a big part to play at Chelsea. I think his experience, he is the most successful player in the Chelsea squad in terms of what he's done with his career. So I think he's a good player to have. Watching from Austria, very nice. Hope Pulisic gets a goal. I do as well. Watching from Malden, believe that's in the UK. Watching from Macedonia, nice one. We really are global today. This is great. Watching from Brazil. Man's watching the ting. All right, Barcelona coming forward. Here's Ousmane Dembele. As always, patient in possession. Sergio Busquets spreading it out wide to Jordi Alba. Furthest forward for Barcelona on the left. Alba's making a run. Barcelona just going backwards. No immediate urgency from Barcelona, and TT to PK. No Lionel Messi in the team today. So the game time on my stream right now is 10 minutes and 44 seconds. Barcelona beginning to get a foothold here. Jordi Alba. Barcelona getting forward again. Here's Antoine Griezmann giving it to Dembele. It's beautifully kept from Barcelona. Come on, Chelsea, get a foot in. Watching from South Australia, love your videos. Thank you. From Bradley. Watching from Sicilian, Italy. Here's Dembele and Griezmann linking up together very well again. Obviously, they've played together in the France team for Barcelona. This is really patient build-up from Barcelona. Jordi Alba's got it on the left. Is there a chance to get a shot away? He's tried the through ball, and it's good defending from Azpilicueta as Chelsea get the ball away. And Tammy Abraham with a beautiful first touch down on his chest to bring it away for Chelsea. The ball, though, from Abraham is lost. We lose possession. And Tammy Abraham's currently off the field. He went down there. No foul. Here's Busquets for Barcelona. We've lost 1,000 people, which is so sad because this was going so well. Not having much luck today, really, but these things happen. Welcome back. Dad got the ball for Chelsea. We're going to carry on as normal. Looking for a forward ball. It's a good pass. That Luis is getting a little bit stressed out, though. He wants more movement from the Chelsea players. We're very static right now. We back. Yes. Back up to 300 people. Good news. Hopefully it's not lagging too much. The score has not changed. It is still Chelsea 0, Barcelona 0. Chelsea have in the middle of the park. Kovacic rolling the ball under his studs. We've got to be patient in this game. We've got to remember we're playing against Barcelona. If Chelsea win, can I dive in the river? Do you know what? I don't trust it. It's very dirty. Here's lovely link-up play. Oh, wow. Okay, that is ridiculous. Pedro has just hit a shot. That is going to be replayed on the highlights a lot. Straight at Tammy Abraham. Tammy Abraham. Pedro. Here is Tammy, though. He's into the box. What's he going to do with it? He's tried a through ball towards Jorginho. Jorginho not on the same wavelength. A little bit too far ahead of him there. Back up to 360p. Yeah, it should come back to full quality. Oh my word. Pedro's shot hit Tammy straight in. Surprised he's not winded, to be honest. Jack Cope has just sent in a donation. Score prediction. I'm going to stick with 2-1 Chelsea. I said 2-1 to Chelsea earlier on, so I'm going to stick with that now. Game time, 16 minutes and 29 seconds. We're using different internet for the phone and different internet for the screen, so it should be the best we can possibly do. Life of Nicholas is back in the stream. One thing I will say about this match so far is you can already see the difference in quality between the sides. It's down for... Oh, that was a crunching challenge from Jorginho. Both players sliding in. Griezmann has got his hand in the air. It looks as though Griezmann is going to have to come off for Barcelona. He looks in a lot of pain. He is on here as well as I'm watching this outside. So, watching live from Nigeria, it looks as though Griezmann is walking off the pitch. I believe he's going to come back on. He's come back on. It's just to figure out. Gives it to Griezmann. Griezmann, it's a lovely ball out wide to Jordi Alba. He really does look on the pace today, Griezmann. Azpilicueta, Barcelona want a handball, but Pedro comes away with it for Chelsea. Go find Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm going to figure this out. I might have to go in the boat. We will see. Here's 50. Come on, Chelsea. Still 0-0. 20 minutes into the game. Chelsea 0, Barcelona 0. Stream off the laptop. I could stream off the laptop. The only problem is it's going to take a while to set up. Tammy Abraham was down there. Chelsea struggling to keep ball in an attacking area. This isn't ideal. Here's Umtiti. Pressure is on him from Mason Mount. Now to Stegen. Stick with it. I'm going to stick with it. I know there's issues. I know we've lost a lot of people, but it's okay. Here's David Luiz for Chelsea. Plays a good ball in. Chelsea wanting a free kick there. Looked like there was definitely a shout for that on Mason Mount. Here's Griezmann for Barcelona, who has looked very, very dangerous on his debut. Gives it to Dembele. Those two linking up very well. Okay, Lewis, I'm going to make you a mod, as you've been in every single stream so far. Here's Barcelona again. Oh, that is a foul on Emerson. Chelsea with a free kick inside their own half. What I have with some of these it keeps overheating. Is Raj in his bedroom? Do you reckon I can go on the downstairs bit outside his bedroom? No, you know, on the balcony. Oh, yeah? Is it free? Yeah, no, it's okay. I'll stick with this then. It just keeps overheating and losing connection, but I think it's okay now. How's the match going? 0-0, 22 minutes. Well, at least you're watching it. Yeah. Cheers. We're getting there. I might need your power bank soon. It's a good start. Miles, I might need your power bank soon. Bring it up. If you can. Here we go. Chelsea getting forward. Here's Pulisic. Forces a save. Ah! Tammy. That was a chance, guys. Christian Pulisic hits it straight at Ter Stegen. Ter Stegen drops it, and Tammy Abraham, reactions weren't good enough. It's with his left foot, and it goes over the bar. What a chance for Chelsea. Pulisic found himself in space, gets it onto his right foot. It's a strong shot, but Tammy has got to score. He's onside, and he has to at least hit the target there. Minimum. Tammy sends it over the crossbar. Now Barcelona come forward. But are Chelsea going to live to regret that? Barcelona don't have any names on their shirts, and they have a few players I don't know. So here's Jordi Alba in the middle to Griezmann. Griezmann just hits an air shot, and David Luiz can get it away for Chelsea. The game intensity is increasing. We are back. Still 400 of you in the chat. Welcome to everybody. Apologies for all the technical issues. It's a very hot day in Amsterdam, and everything is overheating. Not much I can do about it. We are still here. It's Chelsea 0, Barcelona 0. 23 minutes into this pre-season friendly in Japan. I don't know how Tammy's missed that. He's got to do better. He's got to do better, and he knows it. It's a big, big moment in Chelsea's pre-season. Yeah. Guys, I can't go inside because my friends whose boat this is, they're back from Tomorrowland, and they're kind of like recovering and sleeping indoors. So me doing this live stream is not going to be ideal. Chelsea now with Mason Mount. He's done very well there. Here he is, Mason Mount. Chelsea, can he get it onto his left? It's a good effort, and it goes just over the crossbar. Mason Mount, positive from him. Chelsea getting more shots away now, but yet again not testing Ter Stegen. 4:20. Pulisic's positioning is great. He's finding the pockets, which is ideal for us right now. Pulisic is looking very live indeed.
Should I plug it in?
Yes, Colin almost
John,
did, but that's good. Oh my god. Do you mind? I'll take right now. So I'm going to move the stream. Stream will be back. Might put it down.
Yeah, I was going to put it down.
Okay, guys, the score is still 0-0. We are heading downstairs.
Have you got it?
Yes, guys, we're back. We're going downstairs. The connection should be getting better as we go in. Do you reckon I could get out on the balcony?
Yeah, you can, sure.
Is that right?
Go for it. It's quite there's a window. I know. Yeah, disconnects it twice. Pushing it.
Here we go. This is dedicated. Basta. Water. Thank you. Oh. Just the water, that's it. Thank you, Colonial. Okay, guys, we are back. Oh, this is absolutely incredible. Guys, we're back. We've moved positions. I hope that it's better for you guys now watching the stream. This should be the kind of quality. Oh, damn. We move from the roof of the boat. Okay, Chelsea 0, Barcelona 0. 28 minutes gone. Right, we are back. This is the winner, guys. This is the winner. Chelsea with a throw in. Christian Pulisic back to Kovacic. We won't overheat now either because we're in the shade, so that's ideal. Chelsea looking good. Barcelona winning possession back again in the middle, and Chelsea give away a free kick. Were you under the bridge? No, I was on the roof of the boat, and now I'm not, basically. So the game time is 28 minutes 34 seconds in. Lampard doing a great job. Players need to work harder and be more clinical. Yes, so far we've struggled with that. Chelsea are playing well. It's not been the worst start to the game. We're competing with Barcelona, which is the main thing. Favourite halftime snack? It's going to have to be those croissants, I think. You can see everybody. Wait, let me see if I can get it so that you guys can actually see behind me. So the score is Chelsea 0, Barcelona 0. How is Tammy doing? To be honest, Tammy has hardly touched the ball, and the one chance he had to score, he didn't do well enough. Here's Emerson for Chelsea. Barcelona get it away again, defending so well here, Barcelona. Bang out the gear, have a proper sesh. Won't be doing that today. We've been good with building the play. Yes, we look good getting forward, but again, it's just that flipping striker to score a flipping goal is what we need. Now Barcelona, Chelsea regaining their shape again defensively. Barcelona seem to have every single one of their players inside the Chelsea half right now as they drive forward. Here's Griezmann on the ball, retaining the possession again. Here's Roberto. My age, I am 24 years old. You really like Kepa's away kit. It's nice, I'm not going to lie, it is a good kit. Barcelona getting forward again. Here's Griezmann, this is a dangerous position here for Barcelona. Here's Dembele, can he get it onto his left foot? It's a good tackle from Pedro. Pedro is coming back and working really hard so far. 30 minutes in, Chelsea 0, Barcelona 0. This game looking at this stage to swing one way. It's very, very even right now. Support Arsenal? No, don't think so. Kepa's kit is awesome. Kepa's kit is actually very similar to the one that I used when I played in the game in Baku. When I was the goalkeeper there. Saved a penalty, didn't I? Get in. So far so good for Mason Mount. Yeah, you know what? So far, I think I've not focused enough on praising defensive things from Chelsea during these pre-season games because we've been looking at who does well going forward. But defensively, we're looking okay so far. Here's Griezmann for Barcelona up against David Luiz, waiting for the run of Dembele. Griezmann keeps hold of it. It's a lovely ball from Griezmann. He looks so good in that Barcelona attack. Azpilicueta, yet again, standing his ground well. And Chelsea regain possession with Pedro, but it goes off for a Barcelona throw-in. 0-0, 31 minutes gone. Which Chelsea players would I have in fantasy football? I don't know. Again, it's difficult to know who's going to be playing. It's difficult to know who's going to start. Why don't I play FIFA anymore? Kind of can't be asked. Boris Johnson has been announced as Prime Minister. Well, I guess the best thing for us all to do is just stay in the live stream now, really. Don't go outside. It's the number 9 curse, I can feel it. Brilliant defending from Azpilicueta. Strong from him. Now Christensen to David Luiz. We've not seen David Luiz play any of those long balls yet that he's so famous for in the Chelsea shirt. Come on, Chelsea. Yes, go on, Pulisic. Christensen has got to redeem himself for that mistake a few years ago. You know what? Like, I'm not going to hold any player accountable for a mistake they made years ago. Like, it's irrelevant now, really. Yes, we played so well in that game, and it was only Christensen's mistake that was the only mistake in that game against Barcelona at home. But we can forget about that now. We've got to move on. Here's Emerson for Chelsea down the left. 33 minutes into the game. Here's Pulisic, who's just roaming around again. It's a foul. Kovacic looking towards Pedro. The referee may well bring that back for a Chelsea free kick. There was an advantage. It wasn't dealt with. Kovacic's ball through wasn't good enough. Chelsea 0, Barcelona 0. Looking to put the pressure on again. Here's Umtiti. Back to ter Stegen. Come on, Chelsea. Pressure is good here between Pulisic and Kovacic. Mason Mount as well, looking to win the ball back. Mason Mount has. Tammy is in. He's got to score. Tammy rounds the goalkeeper. That is absolutely brilliant. Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0. Tammy Abraham, that was beautiful footwork to round ter Stegen, and he puts it in with his left foot. We said a few moments ago when he had that chance from the rebound from Pulisic's effort and it went over the crossbar. That was a big moment for him, and he missed it. This time, he doesn't miss it. Mason Mount wins the ball back for Chelsea. Tammy Abraham rounds the goalkeeper, and it's Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0 in Japan. Huge moment for Tammy, huge moment for Chelsea in pre-season, and from Barcelona, beautiful footwork from Tammy Abraham, and Chelsea lead 1-0. Perfect timing as well. The stream is back up and running. It was actually it was Jorginho who won the ball back. It was Sergio Busquets who gave the ball away, Jorginho's interception, and it was a beautiful finish from Tammy Abraham. Get in. Get in. Come on. Your commentary is growing on me. Good. That's what we're aiming for with these. Get in, boys. So we just had a donation from Monar. Thank you very much. $500 viewers in the stream as well. 35 minutes gone. Chelsea lead Barcelona. What a beautiful sound that has. And Emerson gives it back to David Luiz. Let's just say this as it is, shall we? Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0 with Frank Lampard as our manager. Is there a better moment than this so far? I don't think there is. This is the high. This is the moment we've all got to cherish as it is here right now in Japan. Chelsea leading and starting to dominate the possession as Kovacic knocks it back to Christensen and gives it to Azpilicueta, who's had a very good half at right back for Chelsea. He's not ventured forward too much because it's very dangerous against this pacey, intricate Barcelona team. His Kepa has not been forced yet to make a save, and Jorginho flicks it on. It goes back to ter Stegen again. This is good. Chelsea pressing very, very well indeed right now. Danny CFC, welcome back to the stream. Amazing goal from Tammy. Yes, Basil. My opinions have changed. I'm not too sure which one has changed, but okay. Here's Griezmann for Barcelona. Chelsea now with a big 9 minutes defensively. We've got to keep our cool here, make sure that we keep defending resolutely as we have throughout this entire first half. It's been a strong Chelsea performance as Tammy Abraham wins the ball back again and Pulisic gets a foot in, but Barcelona do manage to come away with the ball. Here's Busquets, who made the error which led to the Jorginho assist. Jorginho has an assist because a striker is finally capable of slotting home one of his passes. I mean, I wouldn't say it was necessarily a pass. It was more of a deflection off of Jorginho, but it was the pressing and the fact that he was there in the first place, putting on the pressure, to Busquets is the reason Chelsea have that goal. Brilliant from Jorginho. Is Pulisic playing well? He's trying very hard at the moment to influence the game. He's getting into good positions, he's roaming, he's finding the pockets of space. Chelsea could well be 2-0 up here, and Tammy could have a double. Hope I write that down. Yes. People seem to think I don't want to praise Jorginho. I'm not a Jorginho hater. It's good play again from Chelsea. Defending deep, but defending well. Here's David Luiz. Share some highlights. I can't. I'm not allowed to show the game. I thought this is like something we've all established by now. Get in Chelsea. Here's Kepa. Chelsea keeping the ball. Barcelona-esque right now, you could say, as Jorginho does very well again. And now we've got some space in the middle with Pedro, who puts it out wide. That is a beautiful ball to Emerson, who doesn't keep it in play. Needs to be a little bit sharper there. Will I go live during the Premier League games too? My plan is always going to be to actually go to the matches as my priority. If I don't go to the matches, I will be doing streams like this one. I don't need it. I don't need it. Lawrence has been a legend and he's gone and collected all the stuff. Cameron Hill is in Dam in the next 3 days. We'll have a proper naughty one. Well, sadly, I leave tomorrow morning. I can't believe I forgot those tickets. David Luiz wins the ball back, and it's one of those driving runs from David Luiz, and he doesn't win the free kick. He's complaining. He's got to get back and win the ball back here. And David Luiz gives away the foul on Griezmann. What is my overall assessment of the match? David Luiz is getting angry with the referee. He is well and truly involved in this game now, David Luiz. He understands that whether it's a friendly or not, Barcelona is a big one. My overall view of the game is it's been very even. I think there's been periods where Chelsea have dominated, periods where Barcelona have dominated, but Chelsea have taken their chance and they're 1-0 up. And if we're comparing the quality of chances, Chelsea have had the better chances so far. So it could well be 2-0. We're looking very good indeed. We're pressing well. We're retaining possession well when we do have it. We're looking sharp. We're looking organised at the back. This is a very good first 40 minutes of football for Chelsea here against Barcelona. 40th minute. We're in that right now as Barcelona play some nice little passes in a small space. Pressure on from Pulisic, forcing them back to Gerard Piqué. Here's Dembele for Barcelona. Pulisic, really good from Christian Pulisic, driving forward again, and he's getting in on goal here, Christian Pulisic. He's into the box. Can he get a shot away with his left? It's the side netting. Brilliant from Pulisic until the finish. He was looking for Tammy in the middle, but that is great pressure there from Chelsea's left winger. Christian Pulisic doing very well, winning the ball back, driving forward, but not quite finishing it off. Is Mason Mount playing, says Flying Head for the win 12. Yes, he is, and he's playing well. Jorginho regains possession yet again for Chelsea and holds it in the middle, gives it back to Christensen and goes all the way back to Kepa. Big up from France. Welcome to the stream. Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0, 41 minutes into the game. Telling you right now, Pulisic is the perfect replacement for Hazard. Well, I want to agree with you, I really do. We will see. Comments about Jorginho. He's done very, very well. He's pressing. He's doing his job. Joseph Gaskin is from Trinidad and Tobago. Can I show the match for a while? No, I cannot show the match at all. Chelsea 1-0 up as Emerson wins the ball back from Dembele. Here's Christian Pulisic to Kovacic. In the middle to Jorginho, holding it nicely. Gives it to Christensen. Forward to Pedro, who I think's had a very good first half here. Jorginho, that's brilliant again, giving it to Pedro. Pedro runs into Umtiti. He's a strong unit. Here's Griezmann, and that's flicked through. Here's Ousmane Dembele, gets it onto his left foot. We're going to see Kepa in action. Kepa with the save. Chelsea still leading 1-0. The first real save that Kepa has had to make from a shot in this game. He's had to come out to Griezmann's feet, but he does well there as Chelsea come forward again down the left-hand side with Emerson. Frank Lampard inside his technical area, shouting instructions. Here's Kovacic. Gives it to Jorginho, and that was a foul, but nothing is given. Chelsea can play on. Good from the referee. Pedro. Azpilicueta, we're seeing him get into the Barcelona half for one of the first times here in this first half. Kovacic again. Christensen to Jorginho. Chelsea keeping the ball very well indeed. Barcelona, not too much intense pressing from them right now. It's unlike what we used to be seeing. Can't wait for the season to start. Me neither. It is very exciting. Life of Nicholas, I'm not going to be pinning that comment. It's obvious. I think I'm not going to pin it. I know people ask for me to show the stream. Here at Chelsea again, just a couple minutes to go until half-time. Mason Mount. Such brilliant possession retention from Chelsea so far. Christensen giving it to Kovacic, who keeps hold of the ball. Here's Azpilicueta inside the Barcelona half of Chelsea, giving it to Pedro. Pedro brings the ball back inside. Christian Pulisic is showing for it, goes back towards Kovacic. Here's Mason Mount. About 40 yards from goal here, Mason Mount. Kovacic again, good possession football from Chelsea. Kovacic through ball to Pedro, that's a lovely pass. Here's Azpilicueta, can he get the ball into the box? Chelsea win a corner. This is dominating football from Chelsea. Can we get a second goal before half-time? This has been probably the best half of football that we can talk about from Chelsea so far in pre-season. We're up against the strongest possible opposition. We're keeping the ball against a Barcelona team renowned for maintaining possession. Chelsea with a corner and a chance to double their lead before half-time. We've been live for nearly an hour and a half. We're going to be going through some of your questions at half-time in the chat. Come on, Chelsea. Corner's going to be taken by Mason Mount. He's got those set pieces down to a T. It goes towards David Luiz. It's headed away from Barcelona, but it did beat the first man. And Emerson, if in doubt, punt it forward. I think it was there from Emerson. It would be a shame for Chelsea to concede a goal now just before half-time. Emerson's doing very well as well. He's getting forward. He looks very confident with the ball. There's no kind of panic from him. He's up against Dembele, who's a very, very tricky opponent, a very fast opponent. But so far, Dembele's only managed one chance in the first half. Emerson dealing with him well. Ross Barkley is not playing Lisa. He's on the bench. I expect to see him come on at half-time. Mason Mount has had another positive half of football for Chelsea. It's Barcelona looking to get forward now. One more chance for them before half-time. Here's Griezmann, who has been promising for Barcelona. He's looked good. Here's Ousmane Dembele. Barcelona keeping the possession, but they're not really getting too far forward because Chelsea are putting the pressure on and forcing them backwards. It's been a brilliant first half from Chelsea. Tactically sublime from Frank Lampard, I can say that. Guys, we're almost at 800 likes on the stream. If you haven't yet left a like on the stream, be sure to do so. That's Chelsea, Tammy Abraham chasing down Gerard Piqué. Sergio Roberto on the right, but it goes all the way back to ter Stegen. And it's 45 minutes up. The referee is looking at his watch. I think he's going to play potentially an additional minute. Umtiti driving forward now for Barcelona, looking towards Dembele, who's got the speed. He will keep this in play. Emerson is going to have to close him down here. Pressure is on as well. Here's Sergio Roberto for Barcelona. 30 seconds to go until the 46th minute. Jordi Alba for Barcelona, giving it to Griezmann. That's a good knock again. Here is Griezmann into the Chelsea box, and Griezmann drives it over, and that will be a goal kick. That should be half-time. Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0. Griezmann looking frustrated with himself. He spent a lot of time on the floor in the first half, Griezmann, because he's getting involved. It's not because he's diving or anything like that. As the shot goes wide. Extra time is 2 minutes. Okay, we've got 1 more minute to go then until half-time. Is the Willian shirt number changed 100%? Because I've already got the new kit with 22 on it. Huh, good question. I don't know, actually. That's a good point. If you've already got the new kit with Willian 22. Here's David Luiz for Chelsea. Keeping the ball, Jorginho. Chelsea winding down the clock here till half-time. And that is a flick from Pedro, who's been everywhere in this half. Here's Kovacic giving it to Pedro again. Emerson, Chelsea, possession, passing the ball nicely. Jorginho back to David Luiz. Got about 20 seconds to go. Lovely turn from Kovacic. Smart play from him. Now Pedro. That's a lovely run. And Tammy is offside. It's a good idea though, and Pedro is just about half a second too early. Joseph Gaskin is coming in, telling us he's 12 years old. Brilliant stuff. Kevin really rates Mason Mount. And that is half time. Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0. Tammy Abraham. Very interesting indeed. We are so weak down the right. You know what? I think as first halves go against Barcelona, it doesn't matter how you play. The scoreline is brilliant for Chelsea. They lead 1-0 thanks to Tammy Abraham's goal. All right, we're back up to over 600 people in the stream. Let's chat about that first half, shall we? The main talking points from me is Tammy Abraham. He had a massive chance, and the massive chance went begging, but then the second one was taken brilliantly. Rounded the goalkeeper, one of the best goalkeepers in the world, kept his composure and poked it in with his left foot. It's a big moment. The majority of the half was, it was very much a typical friendly in the sense that both teams had their moments where the balance of the game was shifting. It started well for Barcelona. They were keeping possession, they were getting forward, maintaining the ball well. Chelsea kind of just consolidated all of that Barcelona possession by playing a flat back four, staying back. The fullbacks weren't really getting forward. Then the game shifted a little bit. Chelsea started to get a bit more possession, get a bit more space on the ball. Emerson was getting further forward, creating opportunities for Pulisic. Pulisic dribbling very nicely, as oh yeah, just typed in the chat at the same time that I actually said that, which is cool. And then Chelsea get the goal. We've had two of the best chances, the goal and the second opportunity for Tammy Abraham. Barcelona have only really challenged Kepa once. A shot from Dembele that was kind of tame. Kepa got down, saved it very easily. The main talking point, I think, from me is how well Chelsea have defended in the first half. Azpilicueta, as always, we can expect from him that experience, that professionalism, to not go forward all of the time. It's something that Zappacosta constantly does. He spends so much time going forward and forgets about his defensive duties. Azpilicueta showing why right now he is Chelsea's #1 choice at right back, as I just get a news notification come through on my phone that Boris Johnson is in fact the Prime Minister of England. I might just stay here on this boat in Amsterdam forever, I'll be honest. David Luiz with the passing. Yes, the passing was very good in the first half from David Luiz. Not so many of those long balls that we're seeing from him so far in pre-season, but keeping his head at the back. It looked at times as though he was getting very angry with the referee, which we don't want to see. We want to see him keeping his cool. He's that experienced figure in there alongside Christensen. Obviously, he's not young anymore, Christensen, but he is still obviously far less experienced than David Luiz. Emerson has been very good. It'd be very interesting to see what Chelsea are going to do at half-time. I'm not going to be watching the half-time chat on the website. Yeah, what did you guys think about the first half? What are your biggest talking points? I'm going to make my notes for the 6 things video. Defensively brilliant, I'm writing down here. Structured, composed, and patient. Massively weakened Barcelona, but still doing good. You know what? There's so many good players in that Barcelona team. And whether or not they had 0 players that will be starting next season, you're playing against a style. You're playing against a team that are going to press you no matter what. So I think this is a perfect way to really test how good Chelsea can be, dealing with that kind of thing. It's so different to playing against Bohemians, St. Patrick's, even Kawasaki, who are very good. Obviously, the fitness level from Kawasaki was something that was the most difficult thing to combat for Chelsea, but yeah, so far so good. Chelsea leading. Just want to say a massive thank you as well to everybody who has donated to the stream in the first half. I've never used this super chat function before. I only got invited to the program by YouTube this week. So yeah, I didn't expect anyone to do that. You don't have to. But yeah, very kind of you. Thank you for supporting the stream. Yes, Arkley Mike says, without the goal, I'm happy with the football we're playing. Yes, we're matching Barcelona. We are playing some nice football of our own. It's not like what we've seen in the past from Chelsea, having to soak up so much pressure and rely on the counter-attack only. We're offering a lot more going forward than simply counter-attacking play. The pressing has been very good. When we don't have the ball, that has been the most positive thing from the first half for me, is when we don't have the ball, positionally, we're not being caught out. It's very structured. And I think that is, you know, props to Frank tactically for the setup. All right, we've had a donation from Danny, who says, shout out to Jack Stanton's late sister. Shout out to my mum as well, who I lost 3 weeks ago. I'm very sad to hear of both of those stories. That is not the nicest message to read out, but I hope that the stream can give you some enjoyment in a difficult time. And thank you very much for the donation, it means a lot. Jorginho really connecting the back four with the front three. Yes, Jorginho in that first half was absolutely brilliant. The 4-2-3-1 is so balanced. Yeah, I think for the players that we've got, obviously we're talking about N'Golo Kante, who's not in the team right now, but he's a player that can fit straight into that system as the ball-winning midfielder. The thing is, Kovacic is good as well, you know. Kovacic's done some smart little turns there in the first half, keeping the possession, passing the ball, getting forward as well. Who do I think is going to get subbed on? I feel as though I want to see Mason Mount get more minutes. I want to see him get at least 20 more minutes in the second half. But I think Ross Barkley deserves to come on. I mentioned it in my Chelsea-Barcelona preview that he really does deserve to start the game. He hasn't started the game, but I think he's going to come on and have a big part to play in the second half. Almost 1,000 people back in the chat. Guys, thank you so much for all of the support today on the stream. When is Hudson-Odoi back? It looks as though Hudson-Odoi is going to be back within the first 2 or 3 months of the season. Looks like he's getting back into the fitness routine with training. Obviously, a lot of injuries to a lot of key young players for Chelsea. Reece James injured, Ruben injured, Hudson-Odoi injured, and then of course you've got the experience and the class of N'Golo Kante, who should be fit for the game against Manchester United, according to the club. I'd like to see Michy come on. I'd kind of like to see 2 strikers again, with Tammy and Michy playing up front. We've seen it once so far in pre-season. I don't think we're going to get that. Tammy obviously deserves to stay on because he's got his goal. I'd like to see him given another 15-20 minutes. Sign of times to come for Barcelona. Nah, you know what? They've got the best player in the world, Lionel Messi. Well, second best player in the world behind Eden Hazard. Just going to trigger a few people. Yeah, I'd like to see Bakayoko come on. Someone just mentioned that in the chat as well. Give Bakayoko a chance and see if he's improved. You know, I think from pre-season so far, we keep being let down by Bakayoko, but this is a real test. I mean, last season he was playing at AC Milan. It's not like he's playing in a bad team. Yes, it isn't the AC Milan of 2007, but it's still a very, very good team. Zappacosta should be up front. Crazier things have happened. Good first half, yes. It was a perfectly good first half from Chelsea. Love you from Singapore. Lawrence, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. 2 Lawrences in a row in the chat. Bakayoko for Kovacic. Jorginho has been incredible. Zuma to come on to shut down the forward. I love how your name is a tank. And Zuma is a tank. Just going back to what I was saying before the stream started. I can't believe I missed the flipping Ajax game. Who does that? What do I think about the Ethan Ampadu loan move? I mentioned this before as well. I was live for 40 minutes before the stream kicked off, but I'll go over that again. I think the Ampadu move to Leipzig is possibly the best move in European football that Ethan Ampadu could have asked for, to be honest. Obviously last season we see him getting minutes in the Europa League. He's going to get minutes in the Champions League next season for Leipzig, which is an incredible step up, and I think is a real sign as to how highly Chelsea rate Ethan Ampadu, and obviously across Europe as well. To get teams like Leipzig, who have got Champions League football, interested, just goes to show the talent that this guy has. And in terms of getting, you know, minutes in a league that's very tough, Leipzig aren't the favourites in Germany, but they've been performing very well over the last 2 years. So, yeah, I think it's a good move for him. As long as there's a guarantee of minutes that Ethan Ampadu's going to get for Leipzig. I hope we're not going to just see him getting minutes off the bench once in a while. There's definitely going to have to be something within the agreement. Somebody says, am I Swedish? Nej. Jag pratar lite svenska. Men jag är engelska. Mason Mount has been okay. Love you from Brazil. Welcome to the chat from Brazil. Thoughts on Christensen in the first half? The whole of the Chelsea back line were faultless in that first half. They were brilliant. David Luiz was like the commander, you could say. Christensen is obviously with David Luiz. I wouldn't say it's Luiz with Christensen. But yeah. David Luiz is a monster. Jorginho was arguably the best player on the pitch. Watching from Ghana, we love you so much. Thank you very much. Blue is the colour. Indeed it is. Shout out from Cameroon. Lots of African country representation in the chat right now. Love that. Willian is the new number 10. I mentioned this before. I think it's just a number. I don't think people should be giving Willian stick. I think it is just a credit to his dedication to Chelsea. I mentioned this before the game, that when we've really been struggling, when we've been having a bad season, for example, the Mourinho season where it all went pear-shaped. I remember being at Stamford Bridge for that game against Dynamo Kiev, where Willian put that free kick in to send us through to the knockout stages. That was an amazing match at Stamford Bridge. And that season, Willian came up with some moments that we really, really must appreciate. And it's been the case again under Antonio Conte at times, when the whole team was struggling, Willian can come up with the goods. And yes, he doesn't score enough goals in total. Yes, he doesn't get enough assists. But he's been a Chelsea player for a long time. And quite frankly, I think he does deserve it. It would have been obviously a great bargaining chip to offer the number 10 shirt to Hudson-Odoi for his new contract. But whatever's going on with that, who knows? Maybe Callum has said he doesn't want to sign a new deal. Maybe he said he doesn't want the number 10 shirt because he doesn't want the responsibility that comes with fulfilling a position that was so brilliantly held by Eden Hazard for so long. You heard some rumours about a transfer for Zuma. Sky Sports came out yesterday and said that the reports of Zuma handing in a transfer request were indeed false. It looks as though Frank Lampard sees Zuma within his plans. I think that depending on how many minutes Kurt Zuma gets in the first half of the season will depend on whether or not we see a move go through for Zuma in January. Obviously, any move for a Chelsea player going out in January is not ideal, because the chances are we're likely to loan Tomori out. So maybe there's a clause in the contract for whatever loan move Fikayo Tomori gets, where if we do lose Zuma in January, Tomori comes back in as the backup in centre-back. We've obviously got Rudiger, who to come back from injury as well, who I've forgotten about at times a little bit during pre-season. We've obviously got Reece James, who can come in at right back as well, so Azpilicueta could be used as a centre-back. A lot of people in the comment section of my Chelsea videos recently have been suggesting that they'd like to see us try 3 at the back. I think from what I've seen from Frank tactically so far, the 4-2-3-1 is definitely the best, as the players are coming out now for the second half. Seems to me as though half-time analysis in these pre-season live streams is actually the easiest thing to do, because there's so much to talk about, because it's all speculative right now. We don't know exactly what Frank is going to do. We can only go as fans off of what we see from some of these players that we want to see be given minutes. So, Mason Mount, Pulisic, Kovacic, Jorginho are the 4 players I can currently see out in the centre circle for Chelsea. It looks as though all of them are going to be starting the second half. It will be interesting to see if there are any immediate changes from Frank in the second half. It looks as though Barcelona are making a couple of changes. Frenkie de Jong, the man sold from Ajax, who features heavily in the football video that's going out on the George Benson football channel tomorrow. Frenkie de Jong is coming on for his Barcelona debut. He looks happy. The people of Amsterdam are going to be watching this game, looking how Frenkie gets on for Barcelona. It looks as though Rakitic has come on as well. Barcelona making a lot more changes by the looks of things. Trying to see on Twitter exactly who has come on for Barcelona at half-time. All right, here we go. Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0. The second half about to be underway. Tomori needs a Premier League loan move. I'd agree. If we can get him to a newly promoted club, it'd be great. It's going to be very different to see now how Chelsea cope with a different kind of midfielder in Frankie de Jong. Making his debut as well. Griezmann was Barcelona's best player, in my opinion, in that first half on his debut. Sick beat in the background. I apologise. The boats are kind of going past me. Tomori to Aston Villa, I'd like that. Obviously, he'd have John Terry's influence at Villa as well, so that could be a great move for Tomori. In fact, that would be the best move. So it looks as though David Luiz has come off for Chelsea. Kurt Zouma is introduced to the pitch at the start of the second half. Tammy Abraham continues up front with Pedro as Chelsea with an early chance as Piliqueta puts the ball in and ter Stegen collects it. Maybe he should have taken a touch there and been a bit more patient as Piliqueta, as Barcelona get forward here in the start of the second half. It looks as though Barcelona have made a lot more changes than Chelsea. Marcus Alonso, is that Alonso? Yes, it is, I believe. It's someone, as Barcelona get shot away, Alonso has come on for Emerson and immediately looked as though he was out of position. I'm not going to bash Alonso constantly in this second half unless he has a dreadful game. But again, immediately there, from the first 45 seconds, Chelsea not as quick out of the back, not as straight in terms of that structure of that back line as Piliqueta. Knocking it forward to Pedro. Good pressure from Barcelona, but they give away a foul. Chelsea will be glad to see that. So the Chelsea substitutions, Alonso is on for Emerson. And Zouma is on for David Luiz. Kovacic and Jorginho still in the middle as Mason Mount gives it away. Frankie de Jong with his first touch of the football in a Barcelona shirt. Barcelona have made a lot of changes. I'm just still struggling to see. If anybody can leave the Barcelona 11 that is currently out on the pitch, if you can put it in the chat, that would be great. Yeah, the defence was doing very well. But I think for Frank, it's almost a statement piece where David Luiz proves that he deserves to start. Emerson proves he deserves to start, and he keeps Azpilicueta and Christensen on because maybe those are the two positions that he doesn't feel are so secured. So I think the way I read what we've seen from Frank in the substitutions there is David Luiz and Emerson are guaranteed starters for him in the game, potentially against Manchester United. And I think that's why he bought them off, because he wants to see minutes from... Okay, Fikayo Tomori has just come on for Christensen. Very interesting. 2 minutes into the second half, Christensen is off, Tomori is on. Is this going to be the last minutes we see from Tomori in pre-season for Chelsea? Is he about to go out on loan? Let's see how he gets on. It's a big game. It's against Barcelona, the biggest of them all. Chelsea 1, Barca 0. 3 minutes into the second half as Tomori gives it out to Azpilicueta. Jorginho yet again keeping hold of the ball. Pedro, his first touch was poor. And it will be a Barcelona throw-in. Malcolm, Semedo, De Jong, Rakitic, Alina all on. And now Barcelona can get forward. Looks like Malcolm over on the right wing. Up against Zouma. Hiccups are coming in. Now a quick drink of the water. Here's Frankie de Jong for Barcelona. It's a nice ball in again. Malcolm. They're finding the pockets here, Barcelona. But Kovacic and Jorginho standing up well as Marcos Alonso brings it away for Chelsea. Here's Jorginho bringing it down superbly. He's fouled and Chelsea will have a free kick inside their own half. Joseph Gaskin says they are not giving Alonso time to play. Well, let's put it this way. Alonso's got 30 minutes here against one of the best teams in the world. Let's see how he gets on. Fikayo Tomori is doing very, very well there, and he ushers the ball out for a throw-in. Good defensive stuff from Tomori. It's basic stuff. I think it's important as well to realise that with a lot of the analysis of the youth, we tend to overhype very basic tasks that are done well and that are done to the level that you should expect, such as ushering the ball out for a throw-in. But all positives need to be mentioned in pre-season. It's all a balancing thing. It's all taking a look at what we have, what we don't have, And more than anything, we've got to look at where the holes are in this Chelsea team, as opposed to just looking at good individual performances doing basic tasks. I'm a Derby fan. I can tell you, Tomori has all the right qualities to be world class. I'll be completely honest. You've probably watched a lot more of Fikayo Tomori than I have, because I don't watch a lot of Derby County games. 900 likes on the stream. We're very, very close. Thank you to everybody who is still here. Obviously, the game has kicked off. We are 5 minutes into the second half. Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0. Chelsea goal scorer Tammy Abraham starting the second half here for Chelsea, but Barcelona dominating the early stages of the second half with possession. Frankie de Jong playing a beautiful ball across the field. Here is Malcolm for Barcelona. The game is on 49 minutes and 54 seconds at the time of me speaking right now. Kovacic is a really great dribbler. I agree. Here's Rakitic. Rakitic and Frankie de Jong looks like such a great partnership in the middle for Barcelona. Here is Frankie de Jong, who's given the ball out wide. Barcelona looking to get the ball into the box. Alonso standing his ground. Here is Rakitic again for Barcelona. Sorry, it's Frankie de Jong. They look very similar, Frankie de Jong and Rakitic. I'm not entirely... Who is the Barcelona left back? Can someone let me know in the chat? Barcelona left back. Who's just came on for them? Is Ross Barkley on? No. Ross Barkley is not on yet. I expect to see him within the next 15 minutes. Jordi Alba's still on, is he? I'm not... I don't think Jordi Alba is still on. Oh no, he is. Okay. Frederick Kaufman says, how did Christensen do in the first half? He was good. The whole Chelsea back line was very good. Cucurella is on. All right. Jordi Alba has gone off. We can establish that now. Is Pulisic playing? Yes, he is. And he's been very promising. All right, good pressure from Chelsea again. It is a throw-in as Mason Mount looks to go and take it early. It is a beautiful day in Amsterdam right now. Fikayo Tomori is under pressure. What strength from Tomori. Brilliant. Shoulder to shoulder with the Barcelona attacker, and he does very well there. Kurt Zuma, nice ball forward for Chelsea. Pedro keeps it in. Good play from Pedro with a slide tackle to find Tomori. Here's Jorginho for Chelsea, giving it to Kovacic in the middle. We've just had a donation from Luca asking me how my girlfriend is. I guess I should probably answer that question as you've just donated to me. She's good, actually. I think she's at work right now. Otherwise, she would be hanging around in the chat, most likely. Knowing Tilda, she likes to get involved. Marcus Alonso, again, just looking completely and utterly lost. Here's Rakitic in the middle for Barcelona. What do I think the score will be against Man United? I still think it's far too early to say. It depends what squad we have available to us. It depends on what Frank sees as being the strongest formation to start the season. I think we won't really know what that is until probably the final match of pre-season against Borussia Mönchengladbach, which I'm hoping to get to as Barcelona looking to get a shot away. They do, and it is an easy save for Kepa, but Kurt Zuma needed to put a foot in there. He didn't, and Kepa is forced to make the second save of the game, the second, well, proper save. Looked like it was Rafinha there with the shot for Barcelona. Goes through a couple of Chelsea defenders, and it's an easy save from Kepa, who holds it at the second attempt. All right, Barcelona getting forward again. Not so strong defensively the start here in the second half from Chelsea. But Tammy Abraham has the ball and he looks to drive forward with it here, Tammy. And he does do very well, but he runs it out for a Barcelona throw-in. All right. Kepa is really good. Yeah, I agree. Is it just me who thinks Tomori is better than Zuma? Do you know what? I don't think we've seen Tomori play at a high enough level consistently enough to be able to make a statement saying that he's better than Zuma. Zuma had a very good season for Everton last season. There's a reason why Everton is so keen on bringing him back. Everton are a club with high ambitions. They're a club who are strengthening. They're a club who are looking to take things to the next level and start to try and compete for the top six. So yeah, I think if Zuma was to go to Everton, it would be a good career move for him to get consistent minutes. But I do feel as though he's got a future at Chelsea, and I feel as though if he's given the opportunity to play, then he could become a mainstay in the Chelsea team as Barcelona get forward again. Azpilicueta standing his ground. Oh, it's a wonderful run. It's a good save from Kepa. I'm not sure who the Barcelona number 7 is. I'm sorry. Not entirely clued up with some of their fringe players and substitute players, Barcelona. But forces another save out of Kepa, who's standing his ground, proving why he is the Spain number 1. Your dream as an Icelandic Chelsea fan is to watch Good Johnson's son, who currently plays in the Real Academy at Chelsea. That would be pretty cool. Good Johnson's a cool guy. I interviewed him once before the Chelsea-Arsenal FA Cup final a couple of years back. You think number 7 is Perez? Thank you very much, Clint. Perez is Barcelona's number 7. That's pretty easy to remember. Tammy Abraham putting some pressure on the Barcelona goalkeeper, who isn't ter Stegen in the second half. I'm sorry that my analysis of Barcelona isn't up to scratch. If I had to pick one Arsenal player to have, it would probably be Aubameyang at this point, as Barcelona getting forward again. This is dangerous. Chelsea, it's Perez now on the left. It's another good save from Kepa. I'm getting a bit worried in the second half that Barcelona have already had 3 times the amounts of shots on goal as they did in the first half. The shape defensively hasn't been as strong as Perez forces Kepa into a save down low. Kepa doing everything in his first game perfectly so far as Chelsea's number 1 goalkeeper, proving why. Neto is the goalkeeper for Barcelona. Thank you to everybody who's let me know that in the chat. Thoughts on our best midfield, says Gerard Vincent. Hard to fit in Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante and Mount without a bombing right back. It's difficult, you know. We've got a lot of players in the midfield positions. It's definitely an area of the team that we don't need to strengthen. We have strengthened as a result of seeing Mason Mount come back. Here he is on the ball right now. Good little bit of football here between Pulisic and Mount, but he can't get it under control. Frenkie de Jong ushers it back to Neto in the Barcelona goal. Blue forever, no matter the results. I agree. Me too. Where am I? I am actually in Amsterdam right now on my friend's boat. Here's a chance for Chelsea with Pedro. He had so much time there, Pedro. It's a poor effort. It's a shot on target. Neto saves it very easily. But he should have taken his time there, Pedro. He could have taken a couple more touches going forward. Chelsea has the midfield in the Premier League. I don't know if I'll go about agreeing with that fully. There is no need to fear Barcelona. No, at the moment, Chelsea are playing without fear. Barcelona look good going forwards. They've forced Kepa into a couple of saves in the second half. If Chelsea win, they get a trophy. Do they? I know it's the Rakitic Cup, but someone's just gone out the front door. Most overrated player. I don't know, actually. Maybe, I don't know. Pedro should be out for Kennedy. I'm not entirely sure what this whole Pedro hate debate is all about, to be honest. Tammy Abraham was just limping. Come on, Marcus. Marcus Alonso doing very well there defensively, and he drives it forward and falls over, and the ball does find its way to Kovacic, but Barcelona win it back straight away. It was a poor pass from Marcus Alonso. And Barcelona again with an opportunity on the edge of the area. Kepa forced to get down again. And the rebound is blocked brilliantly from Kurt Zuma, but he was offside. Another save from an attempt on target from Kepa. Good goalkeeping from Chelsea's number 1. Charlie Masonda is overrated. Well, it doesn't look as though Charlie Masonda has a future at Chelsea. The Rakuten Cup was shown at the start. All right, well, there you go. This is it. Chelsea with a chance to win their first trophy under Frank Lampard. Kepa is... Oh, this is interesting. Kepa is doing this similar to what we saw in the Carabao Cup final. He's unsure if he's coming off or not. He's not coming off. He's had a very good half. And that's a lovely knock forward. Christian Pulisic there. He's offside, but he had the pace, putting the pressure on the Barcelona centre-backs as Neto restarts the game for Barcelona. Christian Pulisic is looking sharp. Chelsea about to make 3 substitutions. I'm going to let you guys know exactly who it's going to be. Olivier Giroud is coming on for Christian Pulisic. We've seen him give an hour for Chelsea today. Tammy Abraham is also coming off for Kennedy. Chances are Giroud is definitely going to go up front. Kennedy is going to probably move over to the left, or Pedro is going to switch to the left. Pulisic is now coming off for Chelsea. Ross Barkley, the man who we're excited to see, is also coming on for Mason Mount, who has definitely not done himself any injustice today for Chelsea. He's had another great game, Mason Mount. Tammy Abraham got the goal. It's currently the only goal in the game. Chelsea won, Barcelona 0 an hour in, and Frank is making changes for the final half an hour as we see Ross Barkley, the player I was so excited about before this match. We see him come on and he should be playing behind the striker, who is now Olivier Giroud. Kennedy is also on the pitch. So let's see what happens now for Chelsea. 3 substitutions, Giroud, Kennedy and Ross Barkley all on. Where is Batshuayi? Well, we're not seeing him yet. Now Barcelona looking to get forward again. It's Perez, the number 7. He's looked very dangerous indeed, looking to get a shot away on his left foot. Azpilicueta holds firm, and it's another brilliant save from Kepa. Absolutely brilliant from him. He's made 5 really good saves now down low, Kepa, as Barcelona are getting closer and closer in this game. Pedro has moved over to the right-hand side now. Kennedy is coming on in right wing, a position that a lot of people have wanted to see him in a lot more for Chelsea. Kennedy, we're going to see it for the final half an hour here against the toughest opposition in Barcelona, as Azpilicueta gives it to Jorginho in the middle of the park. Now Kovacic, Jorginho again, giving it back to Fikayo Tomori, who's done well in the first 10 minutes of his game. Got a wave. People are very friendly here in Amsterdam. Here's Kovacic for Chelsea. Now Jorginho. I'm watching the stream in Spanish but listening to you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Good choice. Ross Barkley with his first touch of the ball since coming on. Spreads it to Kurt Zouma with his left foot. He's got Marcus Alonso further forward. Olivier Giroud makes a little run, looks for the flick on towards Pedro. Pedro not sharp enough onto it, as Chelsea pressing really well again here. Kovacic with the push in the back on Ivan Rakitic, and Kovacic gives away a foul. Pulisic was just subbed off. Yes, we established that one. But thank you for reminding me. How is Amsterdam? You live there. I love Amsterdam. I think it's probably up there as my number 1 city in Europe now, alongside London. I apologise about the noise. There's like a road cleaning vehicle going past right now. Guys, we're almost at 1,000 likes on the stream. If you could leave a like on the stream if you haven't already, I would be greatly appreciative of that. Ross Barkley keeping the possession for Chelsea. Kovacic, who's had a really good game in the middle. Here's Pedro on the left-hand side, looking for Barkley, who's coming to win the ball. Ross Barkley's done well. He's looking for another ball. He switched the play to Azpilicueta. Good build-up play here from Chelsea. Azpilicueta getting forward, giving it to Jorginho, who knocks it back to Tomori. Chelsea continuing with the possession. Barcelona, as they always are, off the ball, putting the pressure on Chelsea, holding their shape. But Chelsea are finding the pockets here, as Ross Barkley has threaded it out to Alonso. Alonso, he's got it on his left. He's put in a very decent ball there towards Kennedy. Doesn't win it. Olivier Giroud flicks it on. Here's Kennedy for Chelsea. Can he get it onto his left? He does. And it's deflected. It's a very, very good save from Neto. Chelsea coming close to a second as Azpilicueta charges it down, but it will be a Barcelona goal kick. Kennedy there on the right-hand side, cutting in on his left foot, getting a shot away, and it deflects, and it's a very good save from the Barcelona second-choice goalkeeper. The deflection made it difficult, but it was still quite close to him. 37 dislikes from Barca fans. That's okay. We went through a lot of technical issues halfway through the stream that we have rectified over the past hour. Chelsea again putting the pressure on Neto, who does clear it. Azpilicueta jumps, and he isn't quite onto that, as Perez, who's been very positive for Barcelona, comes forward with the ball again. Here's Rafinha. Will Mount go on loan this season? No, I think he's in the first team. Here's Frenkie de Jong, his Barcelona debut. Are we excited for the season ahead? Absolutely. Ross Barkley wins the ball back for Chelsea, knocks it all the way back to Kepa, who is the man of the match for me so far. Kepa has been fantastic. And bad news for Chelsea right now is Jorginho is down. Kovacic is asking him if he's okay. I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with Jorginho here. It looks maybe like a bit of cramp or a hamstring, which isn't ideal. He's had a very, very good game here, Jorginho. It'd be sad to see him go off. He's had 65 minutes. He's still on the pitch, but I expect to see Jorginho subbed off soon, to be honest. I'm going to sit on this chair. How's this? Can lean forward a little bit. Oh. Where's Tilda? Tilda is in Stockholm. I'm in Amsterdam. Chelsea keeping hold of the possession here along the back. Barcelona getting forward again. This is dangerous, and Kepa is forced to make another save. To be honest, the attacking play from Barcelona has looked good, but the finishing has been poor. Kepa is making good saves, but they're not. The shooting hasn't been that great from Barcelona as Kovacic looks to play a lovely ball forward to Kennedy. Kennedy now driving forward with pace. He's got Marcus Alonso and Pedro further ahead of him here. Alonso driving forward for Chelsea. He's got Ross Barkley in front of him. He gives it to Pedro. Pedro's put it in. He's going to find Kennedy. Good defending from Barcelona. Kennedy got the shot away, but it was immediately blocked, and Kennedy's done very well. Gets it on his right, and he drags the shot wide. Kennedy looking promising. The finishing needs to improve. Who is more creative? Mason Mount, Loftus-Cheek and Ross Barkley. Similar players with different attributes. Ruben is obviously best going forward, but he's also very strong. Ross Barkley is also very strong, and he does look for those balls in between. Mason Mount does all of the little interplay passing between Kovacic and Jorginho and the strikers. Mason Mount is kind of like that second thread before it finds the striker. And he always seems to find those basic passes. His set pieces are also very good. Haven't seen him try too many defence splitting passes yet, but it's a very positive time for Chelsea looking in that position behind the striker if we go with one striker. Kurt Zouma's done very well there to win the ball back, dives in. Kovacic, brilliant play from him. Looking forward towards Olivier Giroud. Barcelona win the ball back with Frankie de Jong, and they come away with it, but Jorginho steps in to intercept with a header. Now Barcelona. Cucurella. Perez is hugging the left touchline. Barcelona retain possession, and Ross Barkley currently the furthest forward for Chelsea, putting the pressure on the centre-back, but it's a good ball. Barcelona getting forward again here, and they've got players forward as Marcus Alonso wins it back for Chelsea and tries to find Olivier Giroud. It's a lovely pass there from Alonso. Gives it to Ross Barkley. Giroud looking to get forward. Kennedy's got to make a run as well. Kennedy has made a run. Kennedy looking to cut in on that stronger, favoured left foot of his. What are we going to see here from Kennedy? He has played, that's poor, that's really poor. He was looking for Giroud. It looks as though he was kind of confused as to whether he wanted to go for a shot or cross it in, and it ended up being awful. Thoughts on Jorginho so far from Adesh Shrestha? He's been good, he's been very good from Jorginho. Which signing will have the biggest impact on their team? Are we talking Barcelona or are we talking about Chelsea? Because we've only really got one signing. I think it's obvious, Christian Pulisic. Okay, 22 minutes to go until the 90th minute. Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0. Chelsea leading thanks to a first half goal from Tammy Abraham, who brilliantly rounded the goalkeeper. Since then we've seen him come off as Barcelona come forward again here with Rafinha. Knocking it forward, here's Malcolm. We're going to see Zouma trying to defend here. Chelsea yet again doing very well as Tomori heads it away. Now Kennedy driving forward and cutting inside on his left foot once more. Kennedy holding the possession really well. That's patient from Kennedy, that's good. Nice little passing play there between him and Jorginho as Chelsea retain possession well. What do I think of the new white kit? I absolutely love it. Barca's left back isn't Cucurella, it's Guillem Jaime. I apologise. Give Drinkwater or Bakayoko a game. That is an absolutely beautiful ball from Ross Barkley, who's found Alonso. Alonso gives it to Giroud. He's looked for the return ball to Alonso. He's going to drill it in. Oh, it almost finds Kennedy. That's good football from Chelsea. And it all started with a 30-yard ball from Ross Barkley, who's managed to get it here on the edge of the area. And he, instead of shooting on his left foot, he decided to try and thread it through to Olivier Giroud. Barcelona defending well, trying to work their way out from the back. They're never just kicking the ball away, always trying to find that pass to build the attack on the ground. Yeah, going back to talking about the Chelsea away kit. Before we do that, there is a quadruple substitution pending for Chelsea. We're going to see Danny Drinkwater, Kovacic is coming off, Drinkwater, Bakayoko, Batshuayi and Zappacosta all coming on. So Chelsea yet again making 11 total substitutions. Zappacosta is coming on for Azpilicueta. It'll be interesting to see how much more space going forward Perez finds on the left wing now for Barcelona, as Zappacosta often finds himself out of position. Azpilicueta today has been absolutely brilliant, in my opinion, at right back from Chelsea. A real captain's performance from him, very strong. As Zappacosta comes on for Chelsea. Batshuayi is coming on, Kovacic has come off, Azpilicueta is coming off. There's still 2 more players to see being replaced here for Chelsea. I'm not entirely sure who else is coming off here. Bakayoko is coming on, Batshuayi coming on. 20 minutes to go. Jorginho is coming off, and so is Pedro. Pedro has had a good game. Jorginho has had a great game for Chelsea. That is all 10 outfield players who have now been replaced. Michy Batshuayi has got 20 minutes to get on the score sheet. We've got 2 strikers on the pitch now for Chelsea again. Olivier Giroud and Michy Batshuayi. We saw Batshuayi partnered up with Tammy Abraham in one of the other pre-season games. We're going to see it for the final 20 minutes here, as Giroud linking up with Batshuayi here early on, as Barkley loses the ball, but Chelsea, fresh legs, putting the pressure on Barcelona, forcing them to clear, and very well defended again from Kurt Zouma. Him and Tomori looking like a strong defensive partnership for Chelsea. Here's Bakayoko driving forward. It's found Kennedy, who's on the right wing. He's got Zappacosta making a bursting overriding run. Here's Danny Drinkwater again. Chelsea keeping possession well. Barcelona forced back into their own half. Here's Bakayoko. Spreads the ball out nicely to Kennedy, who brings it down on his chest. Chelsea looking to keep hold of possession. Danny Drinkwater barking the orders in the middle, making sure Kennedy retains possession. Here's Barkley for Chelsea. It's another beautiful ball. What a ball that is. And it was Kennedy, and it's an amazing pass from Ross Barkley. This was a really incredible, world-class ball over the top. The run from Kennedy was spot on. He's just offside, but the linesman didn't flag, and it's a dreadful header from Kennedy. Again, all of the right ideas, poor execution. But Ross Barkley, that's the second time he's played a beautiful ball. Hey Tilly. How are you, darling? Yes, Zappacosta, well defended. Here's Tomori. I miss you too. Good spell this from Chelsea. Kurt Zouma knocks it forward. Bakayoko holding up the ball very nicely. It's actually Batshuayi holding up the play again there. And it should roll out for a Barcelona goal kick. Oh, it's a corner. Chelsea have got a corner there. Poor Barcelona defending again. This is a good spell from Chelsea. If we can get ourselves a goal now, then we're going to be laughing. Vali Manyama, the score is Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0. 73 minutes in here in Japan. It's been a very good performance from Chelsea. And it's going to be Ross Barkley to take the corner, to put it into the box. Chelsea looking for that second goal. Ross Barkley into the near post. Marcus Alonso was there, but it will be another Chelsea corner as Alonso's claiming it. Tilda just went for water. Come on, Ross, let's get a good ball into the box. Big moment here for Ross Barkley. Can he get himself an assist? Ross Barkley puts it in, and it's cleared away yet again from Barcelona. And it's a free kick to Barcelona. How long left? There is 16 minutes of play left. We've just had another donation from Danny. Welcome to the stream, Tilda. Come on, you Blues. Thank you for the donations today, Danny. It's really kind of you. Get the celery out. I don't have celery, but we do have other plants here in Amsterdam. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Tilda is singing in the chat. This is exactly what we need, guys. 1-0 up against Barcelona. My girlfriend is playing Chelsea songs in the chat. We've got a bit of Future going on the boat behind us, which hopefully doesn't affect the monetization of the live stream. Damn it. Tilda, you are funny. You alright, mate? You alright? A bit stuck?
What, bro?
I said you're a bit stuck.
Yeah, bro. You have a nice house, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you, it is nice. Alright, Zuma's down. This doesn't look good. Oh dear. Kurt Zuma, let's see what's going on. Okay, oof. This is not good. Frank is looking a little bit worried here on the sidelines. Back to almost 800 people in the stream. We are 8 likes away from 1,000 likes on the stream. The first time that will have happened. Zuma's got back up to his feet. He takes the free kick. 15 more minutes for Chelsea to hold on to the biggest win and the best performance yet in pre-season. Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0. As Olivier Giroud flicks it onto Bakayoko. Olivier Giroud's got the best heel in world football, by the way. That is a fact. We have 1,000 likes on the stream. Thank you for that. Here's Batshuayi for Chelsea, holding it up nicely. Marcus Alonso has actually had a good game so far, Alonso. 1K like party, thank you. As here's Tomori, gives it all the way back to Kepa, who has been fantastic so far in this game for Chelsea. Someone has said no one will stop Chelsea this season. Let's not get too carried away. Kepa has looked next level. Yes, he has. Let's just hope he doesn't make a mistake. Danny Drinkwater for Chelsea. To Zuma, who... Oh, Zuma, is that a foul? No. Looks as though Zuma's in a bit of pain, to be honest. He doesn't look as comfortable on the ball right now. Danny Drinkwater. He's done very well there. Ross Barkley. Zappacosta now driving forward for Chelsea. A second goal would be perfect. A second goal for Mishi would be even better. And Zappacosta's ball to Ross Barkley was poor. It was behind him as the man was running forwards. Here's Alonso for Chelsea. Marcus Alonso now. It's a through ball, and it's going to be Batshuayi. Batshuayi forces the save out of Neto, but he's got to do better. Batshuayi through on goal, and he hits it straight at the keeper. That's not good enough from Michy Batshuayi. Saw Tammy Abraham take his chance in the first half, and now Barcelona come forward. Chelsea, we expect to see them tested here defensively in the remaining 13 minutes of this game. Here's Rakitic for Barcelona. Messi is the GOAT. Griezmann, so close, need to score. Yes, I feel as though Barcelona are going to have more opportunities as this game draws further towards the close. Attendance of 51,126, which is pretty massive for a pre-season game. Guys, let's not get too carried away about Batshuayi's miss. It was on target. He didn't completely fluff his lines. He should have done better, but let's not get too carried away. As Barcelona get forward again, that's a brilliant tackle from Kurt Zuma. Danny Drinkwater away for Chelsea. Batshuayi holding up the play superbly yet again. Here's Danny Drinkwater for Chelsea to Kennedy, who's come inside. Zappacosta moving further forward as Danny Drinkwater finds him on the right-hand side here for Chelsea. Here is Drinkwater. Giving it to Barkley. Since Ross Barkley's come on, he's done everything I expected from him. He's holding up the ball. He's coming back into defensive positions to pick it up. He's looking for those balls over the top. Very positive again from Barkley. Zuma to Tomori. Here's Zappacosta in a bit of space on the right-hand side. Knocks it forward to Kennedy. He's back on the touchline. Chelsea keeping it nicely. Gerard McKenna has been watching since 2015. That's almost 5 years of time. I like it. 11 minutes to go. Chelsea 1, Barcelona 0. A goal from Tammy Abraham. That's a beautiful ball. Olivier Giroud, as he always does, holding it up superbly. Here's Kennedy for Chelsea. He's found Ross Barkley, who's got it on the edge of the area. Ross has decided to pass it into Michy, who cannot get the shot away. Here's Alonso for Chelsea, still having it in the Barcelona box. Danny Drinkwater on the edge of the area. He's got Olivier Giroud out wide. He's got Zappacosta making an overlapping run. Here is Zappacosta. Can he get a good ball in? It's a dreadful pass. It's gone all the way through to Ross Barkley. It evades the Barcelona box, 18-yard box completely. Barkley keeps hold of it. Here's Drinkwater. I think Kennedy's going to take one look at what Zappacosta's just done and try and better it himself. Holds it up nicely. Here's Bakayoko. Chelsea keeping possession. Patient build-up from Chelsea yet again. Not forcing the situation. We're 1-0 up and we don't need to force it into the box right now. It's given away from Alonso yet again. And Barcelona come forward. Alonso's getting back into position. And he does well. Watch out for Chelsea. Yeah, we've got to. Come on, Chelsea. 10 minutes to go. If we can get a second goal, this will be absolutely brilliant. Barcelona looking tired. Danny Drinkwater, who's come on and not put a foot wrong so far. We've got to give credit where credit's due. I always say that. Here's Tomori doing fantastically well, driving forward for Chelsea. Here's Ross Barkley. Nice little knock to Bakayoko. Alonso's got space here on the left. He's giving it to Ross Barkley on the edge of the area. Ross Barkley hits it with his left and Ross has made it 2-0. Ross Barkley for Chelsea. Chelsea 2, Barcelona 0. Ross Barkley shooting from outside the box on his weak foot. This is exactly what we want to see from him. Confidence from Ross Barkley. He's had a brilliant pre-season, and for me, after what I said after the game against Kawasaki, as being Ross Barkley is the positive, I wanted him to start today. He doesn't start, but he's come on and he's done everything perfectly again. It's brilliant from him. Great finish on his left foot. Questions about the goalkeeping once more. But Ross Barkley, the confidence to shoot from outside the area with that number 8 shirt on. We always saw it from Frank Lampard, and it looks as though Ross Barkley has got that confidence. It's a brilliant finish. He's hit it so well into the corner, and Chelsea capping off what has been a brilliant game and a fantastic performance. It's Chelsea 2, Barcelona 0 in Japan, and Ross looks like a man with a lot of confidence, and this is really good, particularly as we're not going to be able to start the season with Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We need somebody to play in that number 10 position, or play just behind the striker as the case may be. Ross Barkley is the man. The number 8 shirt. Brilliant stuff. 4-2-1-3 is here to stay. It's looking good, you know, this from Chelsea. This is exactly what we needed. This is exactly what we wanted. Get in, lads. And ladies. Yes, I like that we've got a blue house. We've got the blue theme consistently rolling here. That is so good. Honestly, it's exactly what I wanted to happen. If we get a goal for Batshuayi now, this is the best day ever. Who is the captain as Dave came off? I'm not entirely sure, if I'm honest. Oh, yes. Stunning. Big moment for Ross Barkley in pre-season. We don't even need the lucky painting. No, we don't. Barcelona looking to get forward now. If we can cap this off with a clean sheet, it will be absolutely perfect. Barcelona on the edge of the area, giving it to Perez onto his left foot. He's got Zappacosta and Kennedy defending. Perez, he's still got hold of the ball. Kennedy with the good pressure, and he takes it away on his chest. Good strength from Kennedy as well, showing his he's giving it away just as we start praising him. Kennedy loses possession. Barcelona now. Chelsea, we've got to be careful here. We've had so many great things to say so far, but we don't want to throw it away now. A goal for Barcelona here would make it nervy. Here's Perez again to James, the left back. How is Messi FC? They're missing Messi. That's the fact. Barcelona are missing Messi right now. And yet again, it goes all the way through. But Chelsea see it out for a Kepa goal kick. Into the final 6 minutes of the game. Chelsea 2, Barcelona 0. How good does that sound? If only this could have been in the Champions League. If only. You never know. We might see it. They are nothing without Messi. Well, they're certainly missing his presence today. That is for sure. No goat, no win. Oh my word, it's so hot here. $700 of you still in the stream. This has been absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to everybody who's turned up. We've still got 6 minutes of football left, and then I'm going to hang around for 10 minutes or so afterwards to go over the game. Not in too much detail, because I'm going to be recording and posting a 6 Things We Learned video later on at 5 PM UK time. That will be out after this game as Chelsea come away with it again. Danny Drinkwater keeping possession in the middle. Here's Tomori, who's had another faultless half of football for Chelsea. He came on in the 47th minute and he's not yet put a foot wrong. Kennedy to Drinkwater. Gives it back to Fikayo Tomori. Zuma moving out towards the left. Alonso, as he always is, further forward maybe than he should be. Here's Kennedy for Chelsea. Zappacosta is nowhere to be seen. I don't understand. I just don't get it. All right. Could I do a top 5 leagues predictions? I'm going to be doing Premier League predictions and it will go live the day before the season starts. And then I'm going to be, or maybe a week before the season, and then I will be doing, I probably won't be doing predictions for European leagues. I'm actually recording the European kits video. I'm doing a Champions League kits video. That'll be going out later this week. I'm doing away kits review as well, which is also going to be filmed as soon as I get the Watford, Newcastle and Everton away kit pictures. Here's Kennedy from Chelsea driving forward. This is good. Chelsea looking to build for a 3rd goal. Ross Barkley again, giving it to Kennedy. He looks like he's puffing Kennedy. He's not had that much to do. He's done very well there though. Kennedy on his left foot again. He looks to play the ball in, but it's cleared from Rakitic. Danny Drinkwater from Chelsea. Slowing the game down, but that's exactly what we need at this moment in time. Here's Bakayoko, those two linking up together nicely. Bakayoko for Chelsea. Spreads it out wide with a nice left-footed ball to Marcus Alonso. Can we see a 3rd goal before the end of this game? Michy Batshuayi holding it up very nicely indeed. Gives it back to Alonso. 35 degrees in India. That seems pretty hot as well. My phone is very low on battery, so I apologise if the stream cuts out. We're hoping to go all the way through until 10 minutes after the match is finished. Toby Mullen, thank you for the £2 donation. Ross Barkley has been really good in pre-season. I agree with every single word of what you've just said in the super chat. Anyone here since the Hob days? Me, funnily enough. Super Frank, Super Frank. Here's Ross Barkley again for Chelsea going forward. Probably should have released it earlier. 3 minutes to go. Chelsea 2, Barcelona 0. This has been a brilliant performance. And what a result for Frank Lampard as Chelsea manager. The biggest of his career in terms of what it is on paper. Obviously, there's bigger matches that were played last season for Derby in the Championship. This is only a friendly, but it's a big moment. If we can hold on to the clean sheet as well, it will really, really be a huge positive from Chelsea today. George, I'm a United fan, but these streams are amazing. Thank you very much, Gerard McKenna. I will say this though, my prediction was 2-1, but I'm not going to sacrifice getting a correct prediction for keeping a clean sheet. We want a clean sheet. Will I still be in Amsterdam on Thursday? No, my flight is back to London tomorrow morning at 7 AM. Frank looks very happy on the touchline. It looks as though there could be another Chelsea substitution. Kennedy is down. Not sure who's going to come on here. If anybody is going to come on. It looks like Pedro's got his bib off. I don't know if Pedro, is he allowed to come back on? What do we do? Thumbs up from the kit man. Kennedy is still hurt. He's limping off the pitch. It's not good news this for Chelsea. Can we reach the semi-final of the Champions League? That is a big ask, but I mean, come on, we're playing Barcelona in Japan in a pre-season friendly. They've got no Lionel Messi in their team. They might even sign Neymar again. Yeah, let's not overreact. There'll be time for positives. I think my 6 things we learned video is going to be full of positives today. Absolutely nothing negative about this Chelsea performance whatsoever so far. Even Alonso's been good. I mean, come on. What more can we ask for? Is Captain Pulisic playing? No, he did play for 60 minutes. He came off. We're into the final minute of the 90. Barcelona driving forward. Chelsea looking to maintain the clean sheet. And it's Tomori who comes in and defends brilliantly. Looked like it might have been a foul there from Malcolm. It's a free kick to Barcelona. Danny Drinkwater with the foul. And this is going to be a dangerous moment for Barcelona. Chelsea into the 90th minute of the game. Clean sheet so far for Kepa in his first full 90 minutes of pre-season. He's been absolutely faultless today, Kepa, making some big saves, particularly in the opening 20 minutes of this second half when Barcelona were dominating the play. Since the Chelsea goal, Chelsea have been cruising in the final 10 minutes. Danny Drinkwater gives away the foul on the edge of the area. This is an opportunity for Barcelona. This is going to be one of the final moments of the game. Malcolm, the Brazilian Mutu, says Eric Strand. Guys, if you haven't yet left a like on the stream, please be sure to do so. I want to say a big thank you to everybody who's donated as the free kick goes over the crossbar. We're into the 90th minute of the game. Chelsea looking to hold on. Skinhead. Come on, Chelsea, let's hold on. Here's Ross Barkley going forward for Chelsea. Olivier Giroud doesn't quite get his foot on it. He's not really had the run of the green so far. Chelsea, we're into the 91st minute of the game. Barcelona getting forward again. Referee, there's not really been that many stoppages in this one. Here at Barcelona again. Oh my word. What a goal. Barcelona have just scored. It's Rakitic with the goal, and I feel as though that is the final kick of the football. What a finish from Rakitic. You don't save those. You cannot fault Kepa for that. Lawrence Benson is here. It literally is the final kick of the match. Rakitic with a goal similar to the one he scored at Wembley for Barcelona last season against Spurs. But we can talk about that later. For now, let's focus on the positives. Chelsea have beaten Barcelona in pre-season. You can beat what's in front of you. Chelsea have beaten that today, and that is an absolute rocket from Rakitic. What a finish. Kepa, absolutely no chance. It's not going to have any impact on the way I rate Kepa's performance today, that goal from Rakitic. That is world class from the world-class Croatian midfielder, and it's the final thing. So yeah, basically, I predicted 2-1. I'm a genius. Just saying. The whistle hasn't yet gone for full time. It looked as though it had, but there is still a bit of football to play. We're gonna drag this out right until the end. 800 people still in the chat. Have you just been for a swim?
Yeah.
Where did you go?
In the canal.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You didn't. You've been for a shower.
No, I haven't. George, go to the canal. It's so nice. Especially in this heat.
No.
Yes. Odds on.
Odds on. 8.
3,
2, 1,
4.
7.
Damn
Yes! Come on. Didn't lose.
Yeah.
Someone just said you don't want to swim in the canal. Come on, ref, blow the whistle. I don't care about commentary anymore. I just want the whistle to go. I'm getting nervous. I know it's pre-season, but we've been so good. We don't deserve anything. Come on. Still a full minute to go. No, come on. Can we please just not? Someone had said the match is finished, I hope. Yes, Danny Drinkwater, good footwork. Go on, Mishy. Come on, ref, blow the flipping whistle. People are saying in the chat that it's over. I hope so. Yes, Chelsea have won. Lucas comes in with a late €2 donation. Very nice stream yet again. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Lucas. Chelsea have beaten Barcelona in pre-season. What a massive, massive result for the Blues. Rakitic with a late consolation goal for Barcelona. It was a world-class finish. Doesn't really impact the way I'm going to rate the Chelsea defensive performance, particularly from our goalkeeper, Kepa. I'm going to finish the stream now. I'm going to maybe give a couple more minutes. I'm going to go and make 6 things we learnt about Chelsea's performance today. We've learnt a lot. There's a lot of positives to be taken from this one. I'm not going to let any of the injury time Rakitic goal impact my thoughts. Thank you so much to everybody who has tuned into the stream. At times we had over 1,300 people watching live, which is incredible. I will be posting a video later on tonight, so stay tuned. 5 p.m. UK time, there will be a 6 Things We Learned video out on the channel, as there is every time Chelsea play a pre-season game. 6 Things We Learned is going to be a series that continues into the Premier League season, into the Cups. Every single match I'm going to be doing 6 Things We Learned reaction video. So yeah, thank you for everyone who's tuned in. Thank you to Whirly Woo, thank you to Tilda, thank you to all the other mods. And thank you in particular to everybody who's donated through the Super Chat feature here today on the live stream. It's been the biggest live stream yet. It's been the best one yet. We had a little overheating issue halfway through. But yeah, Chelsea 2, Barcelona 1, huge win. And I cannot wait to post the 6 Things We Learned video for you guys later on today. Thank you, everybody. I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.